Hwoarang.
Slowly, what the hell are you doing, Billy? Frontier!
Being in the Flamingo stance, goes for the
Faint
grab.
kick.
FF3.
Oh my goodness,
To close
what is
things out.
Frontier eating?
Look at that. Oh, trying to counter.
He's gonna take a round
Ooh,
a match
okay.
from PvE 8K.
Frontier. Okay.
KND Frontier being one of those guys that really carry the banner of Hwoarang and really just post a lot of tech on this character.
They're making it a long day for iRobot. Let's see if he can close it out. Oh my goodness, no, the round goes on. Blue stuff out.
Okay, cool.
Watch out.
Oh my
crushed
God,
it! That was great. Can we clip that?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. How may I say? It's the definition. He wrote the story of Tekken. So maybe he's going for something like Jin. The Anna sweep.
Anna sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, the back three! Let's go!
three.
And Pyko getting in the clutch. And the hit confirmed from DF3-1 to close
Oh,
our-
my
and key charge
Drop out
to say the
Sandy is
least.
most definitely feeling himself as he's making use of the plus frames properly.
There's run available to him. Again, let us know in chat how you feel about this old anime game with your favorite anime characters. Only from Dengeki, of course. So, of course, if there are any SAO fans out there, please comment Kirito, please. So that someone will play Kirito. Both players in critical
Who gets hit by the
escape.
world?
Oh,
Escape
expensive
the
trump
trump.
cards! Exto Mag! This guy, what a guy!
That's-
very important. Now, of course, if you've been following Dengeki Fighting Climax Ignition, there is a mobile port that has been released. Dengeki Buko Fighting Crossing Void.
Crossing Void,
Yes,
yeah.
Crossing Void.
They
It's a
will
very
fight-
good mobile game
Crossing
featuring
Void.
all the characters and even new ones like Alice. Yeah. Will he blast?
He
Oh,
did,
he blast!
but he gets punished by it.
Oh, there you go. He had the meter.
He's
he had blasted,
super.
and there
He
you go,
resets
just
the
like that.
bracket.
And restarted with a reset.
What? What
Wow,
a call-out.
wow, wow.
He knew that power
Very,
blast
very
was
fearless,
coming.
Mr. Re-Silent with these A+Bs. Been able to get more out of it.
Oh, there it is, the side stop.
And just
but
like that,
gets
G
hit.
Forenzu putting the G in game. Congratulations to G Forenzu
congratulations.
from winning the grand finals for
Dengeki
Fighting Climax
Bunko.
Ignition. Woo! What a
Ah.
grand finals. Re-Silent probably second guessing himself a lot there with
The
multiple
first-
character
the
switches.
first
Yes.
set was really nice.
The first set
but
was nice, you know, bringing in the Kuroko, then
Yeah.
Shanna, then the Tomoka pick.
Tomoka, yeah. But as you know, G Forenzu just adapts.
Yeah, just adapts.
He just
very, very
adapts really
clutch.
quickly.
Did not let those things phase him and stop the momentum of Re-Silent right there and then. So again, that was an amazing, amazing sets from all the players who had
It was
participated.
one of the best sets.
Yeah.
Thing is, let's see if AK can handle KND Frontier's Hwoarang.
Slowly, what the hell are you doing, Billy? Frontier!
Being in the Flamingo stance, goes for the
Faint
grab.
kick.
FF3.
Oh my goodness,
To close
what is
things out.
Frontier eating?
Look at that. Oh, trying to counter.
He's gonna take a round
Ooh,
a match
okay.
from PvE 8K.
Frontier. Okay.
KND Frontier being one of those guys that really carry the banner of Hwoarang and really just post a lot of tech on this character.
They're making it a long day for iRobot. Let's see if he can close it out. Oh my goodness, no, the round goes on. Blue stuff out.
Okay, cool.
Watch out.
Oh my God!
That was great. Can we clip that?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. How may I say? It's the definition. He wrote the story of Tekken. So maybe he's going for something like Jin. The Anna sweep.
Anna sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, the back three! Let's go!
three.
And Pyko getting in the clutch. And the hit confirmed from DF3-1 to close
Oh
our-
my
and key
goodness.
charge
Drop out
to say
Sandy
the
is
least.
most definitely feeling himself as he's making use of the plus frames properly.
There's run available to him. Again, let us know in chat how you feel about this old anime game with your favorite anime characters. Only from Dengeki, of course.
Hello. Welcome to the 20th edition of Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. Again, pinned comment is your guide. Feel free to ask any questions about Tekken 7 or about Hwoarang specifically. While we still have 4 months, technically 5 months But this month is about to end soon. That's why I'm saying 4. 4 months of Tekken 7. This game that got a new player base and kind of like reinvigorated the scene. It's about to go away soon. That's why it is a very bittersweet feeling that it's about to disappear in exchange for a new one that will continue the flame in the form of Tekken 8. Yeah, in the form of Tekken 8. Alright, PC's holding up pretty well. That's good. So of course, as always, with every advanced Hwoarang lessons or even open Hwoarang lessons, while it is a practice mode stream, warming up is still very important. So here I am, warming up, wave dashing, and the back dashing. Pretty important stuff. Not unless your character doesn't have it, then I guess you don't need the wave dash or the crouch dash. But even if you don't, I feel like it's just like for practicing execution, you do it. It's like when you try to do a taunt jet upper, a perfect electric, or anything that's like just frame related. You still do it so you can clean up your execution. Okay, I can feel the fatigue. Maybe it's because I played in a tournament yesterday. Offline tournament yesterday. I did well. I think I did the usual. Placed 32nd out of 128 players. The usual placements. 12, 16, 24, and 32. The usual placements for the cheese. Hasn't changed for how many years? It's crazy. Then you just have a couple of top 8s here and there. And a few top 4s or even top 2 finishes. What'd I do? You know, I'll just redo all of it. So 1, 2, 2. Alright. 1, 2, 2. Nice. 1, 2, 2. Oh, okay. Oh no. Execution. There you go, thank you. And then sidestep left into it. Nice. Can I do that while standing 4? I don't know what was my reasoning for like making it double. I kind of forgot and I've just stuck with it ever since. Wind God Fist. Electric Wind God Fist. And then there's the Degwef. Delayed Wind God Fist. Although that's supposed to like, what do you call that? Not launch the opponent. It's supposed to keep them like stagger them and then like you're plus 10 I believe and then you can like 1, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 2 right after. Okay, now next sidestep combo, or rather one sidestep in a combo. Nice. Come on. Let's go. Nice. Other side, sidestep right. Fantastic. 1, 2. Then while standing 2. SS1 plus 2. And this is the one where you have to end on a God Fist. Other side, SSR. Woo! Good stuff. Fantastic. That means all that's left is sidestepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oops, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then God Fist to finish it off. I'll decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Player 2. And I still need to practice more player 2. Because it's going to be tournament, I guess tournament months for my region or country. And I'm going to be participating in a good number of them. So, gotta practice them player 2 Not unless it's an online tournament, then I guess you kind of don't have to. But still, very important in a fighting game to practice both sides. Oh, that's what oh no, I did it. I did it early in my player 1 warm up. God fists with movement. Yeah, because I think I just did it really, really fast. There you go. Same thing there. Did it really, really fast. Oh yeah, I'll be a bat member for Manila Madness. I'm only a bat member for the Manila Madness one. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, so when I'm playing, what do you call that? And you're there, it's just like, hey, you know, he was doing this thing. He was like coaching me, right? He did that thing, okay? He did that thing. You watch out for that. Oh, okay. And vice versa. I may do the same for the other players for bat. Like if I'm watching their games and I see like there's something they can take full advantage of, like, hey, yan alam mo. He's gonna press that button. You take that, okay? Oh, he has a tendency to do this, okay? You stay safe. Or like if they're doing something wrong and it's not helping their gameplay, hey, stop that, okay? Play more simple. Don't show off or whatever. Don't do anything crazy. No, yeah, it would be. I mean, having another player see your game and like even help you in terms of like the coaching, most especially if they see it, is a major advantage. Because sometimes your adjustments, they can be wrong. And I've had that happen to me. Okay, that's what I forgot to do here in player 1. I got to do it on this one. This exact combo. Whoa, what a drop. That is if I'm watching everyone's games. I don't know if I will. Then again, I'm gonna be in the venue anyway. There's not much to do except watch, right? So I probably might. But the thing is, I don't want to eat up room space, you feel me? Gulatin mo sila. Gulat kami sa minus. Yeah, because only your admins knew. Only the top heads of BAT knew you. In order to become a top head ata, I think you need to buy shares. Or like earn shares. I don't know how you do that in BAT. Probably have to ask Cheese here. How do I get a higher position? How do I become an admin, right? In BAT. Do I buy stocks or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, so it's just for 2 tournaments. Whoopsie. Hey! Wow, how am I dropping that? It's crazy. Oh, it's so crazy. I'm dropping that. Don't tell me I spent all my energy in the tournament. That can't be. Oh nga. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So all the admins are like cheese tier. Makes a lot of sense. Woo! There's so many drops. The combo works. It works, I promise. There you go. New. End on a God Fist. 1 year pa lang. Well, yeah. Wait, what about 1 year? 1 year's not enough ba to become as dirty as Chester? Yun ba yun? Like, it's only 1 year lang eh. It's not as long as it needs to be. It needs to be like 5 years or something like that. Damn, then that's long to become like a BAT admin. Is it worth it? Question mark, don't know. 1, 2, 2. Hey, hello Jello. Welcome to the 20th Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. You know, I think I'm gonna finish Advanced Hwoarang Lessons in sometime in November. November tuloy, in October. Either I end this whole thing in September or October. Because making more Hwoarang, what do you call that, resources, they won't get viewed the moment Tekken 8 comes out. Maybe for a month or 2 it still will, but after that everyone else is on Tekken 8. Yeah, exactly. The dirts and the stains. 1 year is too short. It's not enough. So I don't know what I'm gonna do after Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. I know what content I'm gonna send out weekly. It's gonna be combo videos for the most part. Wall combo videos. Because I already have it listed. I have it like a spreadsheet of like video ideas and stream ideas. They're just there, sitting. So that's what I'm gonna do after advanced Hwoarang lessons. But the thing is, like, that means you have a Tuesday. Wait, Sunday. This is a Sunday stream slot, right? I have a Sunday stream slot dedicated to what? For the rest of like Tekken 7. What do I do in that time? I have no idea. Just another Road to Omega? That's kind of boring. Bring back Dojang exhibitions? That's a whole question mark if I want to bring back Dojang exhibitions. Run one last Cheese Cup. I think running one last Cheese Cup makes sense. Yeah, so I guess bringing back Dojang exhibitions could be the play. Problem is my hard drive can't take it. My hard drive can't take it. The space is too much. It eats up way too much space. Okay, I'm done warming up. Oh, stage select? No. Hello, Hwoarang. Come back here. Had a really good performance. You didn't perform. Okay, so how do you judge performance anyway? By results or quality of matches? For me, it's quality of matches, not result. So he had a good showing. I brought, for the South Mall tournament, I played both Hwoarang and Leo only. Leo did well. It's just that Leo was the one that had to get subbed. Because Leo had a moment where, you know, they just failed. And I was like, okay, Hwoarang, come here over there. Come here now. If I don't have you, ain't gonna make it. I also learned something new because my opponent did it to me when we fought. Like, I thought this was not steppable. Like, if I have Hwoarang attempt to step this on block. Hold on. One RFS F4. Yeah, that's kind of like what I figured was supposed to happen. And yet... Oh, wait, it's really... Okay, so it's not exclusive. It's not exclusive to characters with really strong sidesteps. Even against a regular sidestep. Okay. Because you see how, like, the first two kicks... Because it's 3 hits. Is it 3 hits? It's 2 hits. Okay. You see how the first hit literally just whiffs on the sidestep? So you have a window there, like as soon as you step, you can press a button. So if you have something that's evasive or something that high crushes, that can work. For Bob, I think that'd be like the back 1 plus 2. And then for Law, down 2-3? Down 2-3, baby. I did not know this. Okay. So it's also average sidestep. I thought they were still gonna get hit by both. They can avoid the first hit of RFS F4. It's bat. Oh, bat. Okay, now I get it. Okay. Because someone else pinged me about bat cheese. And I was like, what language is this? I don't understand. Because it was like literally the emoji bat. And I was like, what's that? What? I don't get it. Now I get it. Okay. It's just like putting 2 and 2 together. So it's bat. It's the team bat. You could also use it like a baseball bat. Pwede din. Okay. I'm gonna start getting my notes for the lesson. But again, pinned comment is there. Feel free to ask any questions about Tekken 7 or about Hwoarang, and I'll get back to you shortly. Even if it's a question I've answered before, it's alright. So the first thing I need to find out is your +8 on block. Fantastic. +8 on block. And then what was your startup again? Yeah, 10 frames. I-10. I think that's easier on my notes. It's I-10 +8 on hit. And then it should be +2 on block. It's really good. Yeah, it's the only jab. I did an only jab that's +2 on block, but pretty good. Then on counter hit, oh, it's pretty much guaranteed. But if you do 1, then try to follow it up. Yeah, okay. Never mind. RFF 2-1 on the other hand. I think this is a natural combo. Yeah, it's a whole natural. All of it's natural. Wait, is 1-1 different from 2-1-1? +3. Oh, okay, they're the same. I don't gotta worry about that. I thought I had to like make it its own thing because the RFF2, this one, There's so many jab stuff in here. So many jab strings. It's just that you don't have a mid-high. I think they don't want to give a mid-high jab to Hwoarang. I don't know if the chat is updating or not. I did hear that YouTube's chat sometimes doesn't. So far, I haven't had that, so I just assume we just chillin' here. We just chillin'. So 2-1 is +6 on hit. This is also I-10 because it's just a follow-up, basically. +6 on hit. And it jails that I have to put. Oh, I thought you couldn't... Wait, is this the sugar from FB? If it's the sugar from FB, I thought, what do you call that? You couldn't come over to YouTube. That's what you said. If it is. It's just like, no, I'm not that sugar. Oh, okay. And then 0-0 on block. Okay. Then RFF1 is also I-10. This one's +6 on hit. And it's 0 on block. Okay. I like how I actually know this. It's just like, it's when you're labbing, you remind yourself. It's the same thing with like practicing fundamentals and practicing the basics. It's just like, oh yeah, it's like that. Like you become a master of it. +6. Okay, my plus sign is not a hotkey because my subtraction on like the numpad area is a hotkey. If I press that, that's gonna mute the microphone. Was it again? +6 on hit? Yeah, +6 on hit. +6 on hit. And then 0 OB. 0 on block. Just like RFF21. Do you want to be... Yeah, 0 on block's fine, I suppose. Then 1-1. This is +3. It's the same thing as RFF21. Yeah, okay. They're both +3 on hit. They essentially also becomes an I-10 thing. It's all from an I-10 string. I don't know if I have to keep writing I-10 in these notes. +3 on hit. And then... It should be... Oh, it's -8 on block. Okay. -8 OB. Then there should be like nothing on counter hit. Yeah, +3. And then I think if you only get the last hit, yeah, it's also +3. So I know this jails. This also jails. This doesn't jail. This doesn't jail. Like if I set this to duck, crouch guard. Okay, and then you have to block because they're all natural. They're all natural combos. Oh wait, you jail? Ah, it's only you that doesn't jail. You jail. Oh, okay. I thought you didn't. You do. It lied to me. It lied. It lied. And then this one, yeah, if you press it the whole thing, it will jail. If you delay it, that's when what do you call that, doesn't jail. Same thing. Oh, well, that's a mid. Yeah, it was a Road to Rev. It was Road to Rev South Mall. South Mall. You can check the brackets and you can see my run. I was at Pool 4. Or Pool D. Pool 4, Pool D. The pictures, they're not out yet. I wasn't on stream. I didn't get on stream. All my matches were played off stream. Okay. But I should add that note in terms of jailing. So, okay, now I have to separate 2-3 and 2 back 4. I put them together. Now I actually have to separate them. So, of course, I-10 for both. Technically, all of these are I-10. You've heard that before. Wait a minute. There's a 2-4. And then there's a 2-4 forward. Okay, you know what? I'm probably just gonna have to like separate all of it. That's how many jab strings there are. 2-4-4, RFF 2-4-3. So many jab strings. I just wish one of these were high mid. But no, we're not allowed that power. Hwoarang is not allowed power. No power. Okay. Understandable. Well, I'm just, what do you call that, gathering the notes for the lesson for today while waiting for questions. Usually how it goes in the YouTube streams is that usually there's other people that pop in. Usually they're not from the Philippines. It's other countries. And they ask questions. More often than not, it's like roughly at the ballpark of 10 questions. 10 under. It's never kind of gone higher than 10. 10 is like for a good day. So usually within 10 under, that kind of stuff. And then maybe an hour or an hour and a half in, or even 30 minutes, depending on like if there are people in the stream or not, I do the lesson immediately. And then I go straight to the demonstration part, demonstrating the lesson. And that's like fighting other people in quick match to demonstrate the lesson. So 2-4 is +3 on hit. This jails. I need to put that. Jails. And also the RFF 2-1 and 1-1. Jails. Jails. They're all NC. So I don't need to write that. Yeah, they're all NC. That's NC. That's NC. It's just the third hit of this that's not NC. And third hit of this is not NC. The third hit of this is NC. So this on block is -8, right? Yep. When the frame data in the game is there, fantastic. When it's not there, well, we still had our ways of getting it. It was just a hassle. It was too boring? The IESF, really? Top player matches were boring? Really? That's a first. First I've heard of it. Wow, obviously like +9,000. +17. Well, I'm gonna double check this with the frame data bot. +17 on hit. But I'm just gathering all the in-game information I can grab first. +6. +7. +6 on block minimum. This also jail. Oh wait, well the RFF 2-4 jails, yeah, that jails too. Oh wait, there is something on counter hit for this, right? No, there's nothing. If that doesn't connect, it will not. What do you call that? Then nothing else will connect. What if you just get the second hit? You don't even reach. Oh no, you do. How? I can't see the number. 18? 18 on counter hit? Oh wow, okay. 18 on counter hit. Hold up. Are you? You're 16. Nope. Okay, so because the kick is basically just... Ooh, what? But you said you're +18, right? RFS 4 went in. 16 is not allowed. Okay, I don't have a 15 frame move. You're not 15, right? You're 17. Unless you're 15. No, you're 16 also. You're 16. You're not 15. You're 17. Yeah, there's no 15 frame move here. You're not 15. You're 20. You're really slow, 30 frames. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess you could follow up with another RFF 2-4, 2 back 4, 2-3. Okay. Plus 18G. But it's plus 14. Plus 14 on hit. On counter hit, I mean. The second hit for RFF 2-4. Because that goes in. Organizers don't know the good players. Oh, you mean like the matches they're putting on stream aren't necessarily the best? You mean? Something like that? I don't know. I'm not watching IASF. So I wouldn't know. And hello, Beastle. Alright, I was on RFF 2-4. So this is like plus 18G. And then I'll put in parentheses RFS 4 hits. Yeah, that's all. Oh yeah, and then of course it puts you in RFS. This is an RFS transition. Yeah, hello. This is NCC. If it all hits, you don't get the launch. What you need to get counter hit is the second part, which I guess is an interesting caveat to have. So even if you get that, you don't get that. Oh. Okay, I might mess this up when I'm saying the lesson later. So it's obviously launch on CH. A knockdown on hit, and then on block. How negative is it on block? -5. That's the same as 4-4, right? -5 OB, and then launch on CH. Then I put in parenthesis second hit NCC onwards. And 15 minutes between all matches. Oh, they take a really long break? Oh, okay, yeah. That would also stop me from watching it. Oh, technically, you can just put a timer and be like, okay, turn off my data and then go back on after 15 minutes. But yeah, that's a little bit of a hassle. For 2-4-3, if the third hit hits, it's obviously knockdown on hit. This is death on block. Because it's literally RFF 4-3. Yeah, negative 15 on block. Not unless you have like pushback. Or like you did it at max range. Like look how far that can go. Look how far. Woo! Okay, wait, hold on, not far enough. That's pretty far. I still tried playing around with this move. I still can't use it all the time. You can only use it like every now and then. Or like even like once. That's it. You never got that launched? Damn, you've never played a player who's launched you for it then. I've played a player. I've played players that have launched me for doing RFF 2-4-3 and 4-3. Of course, you will not get launched if you surprise them with the max range. That's when they do the move and then it's like, hey, thank you, free GFSR. Yeah, no, yeah, of course. Like, if it's something that hasn't shown up as often, then they're gonna be like, what's that move? What's that move? Never studied it. But those who are learned in the Hwoarang book, the Hwoarang lessons, they will know. And you will get punished for it. Like, bro, I didn't know. I thought this was only exclusive to, what do you call this? I thought this was only exclusive to characters with a good sidestep, but apparently, you can step. Well, Hwoarang didn't step it there, but he's eventually going to step, what do you call this? The first hit of RFS F4. Like that! He can step the first hit of RFS F4. I was like, oh god damn it. Really? I thought it was only 4 characters with a good sidestep because that's what hit me in the in a tournament yesterday. I was playing against a Lily because I swapped from... I played Leo first against the Lily, and then I swapped because my Leo was terrible that time against the Lily. So I swapped the Hwoarang. And so I was like, okay, I need to stop you from stepping because this player's been stepping a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. And first time, they stayed in place, and then they down jab, and I won it by doing RFS F4-4. So I was like, yeah, in my mind, I was like, yeah, good. I won it. I won the RFS F4 mix-up because you only get how many opportunities to like win it. Because if I got down jabbed here and I lost, I'd be like, yeah, I can still do it, but because I won it on the first read, I was like, yeah, that's big. So I was like, okay, the next time I did it. And then I got S sidestep Matterhorn. And I was like, oh god, no way. I literally jumped in my seat while I was playing. I was like, no way did I just get hit. And then we went back home, we labbed it, and I was like, oh my goodness. So characters with strong sidesteps, they could do it. Now I'm just finding out now that characters with even just decent sidesteps can do it. It's funny seeing doing the wall standing one. They have to do wall stand. Oh no, wait, it's 15, right? Yeah, they're forced to, what do you call that? Crouch cancel. Crouch cancel God Fist because you're still standing. RFF DF3 saves me from people that... Yeah, but it's slow, right? That's the thing. This is 20 frames. The issue is if your opponent's sidestepping 1-2 or sidestep down jab, sidestep down 4, you can't do that. Now you can now do, what do you call that? Sidestep. You can beat the sidestep down jab or sidestep down 4 or anything that is essentially a high crush. Because in Tekken 8, it's gonna jump now, right? RFF DF3 jumps. But even then, if they do a sidestep 1-2, you're gonna get floated. It's worse. So that's the trade-off in Tekken 8 for it being plus on block. Did I say see you Friday already, Sugar? No, yeah, I probably did. So yeah, no, you can't. It's not even about being fast with it. They can just really step. They can just... So I'm like, no, okay, it locks the opponent in the sense that they can't press any button, but they can't, what do you call that? You can't stop them from stepping. You can't stop them from stepping. Why? There's nothing on counter hit here, no? It's gonna be the same thing. Second hit, NCC onwards. Because on counter hit, there's nothing. It's literally just the same thing. It's just more damage. Second hit, NCC onward. I remember. Yeah. The RFF4, you gotta punish that with an electric. For the Kazuyas. Or any other character that doesn't have a 15 frame while standing launcher. Because Kazuyas is this one's not 15, right? The while standing 2. And the while standing 1-2 is short. And because of the distance, you're not gonna get the hit. But if you do it at max distance, you can't really punish it. You're safe. Hwoarang's safe. Yeah, crush as low as you'll take it. Yeah, again, it's a fair trade-off. It's a heat engager, and it low crushes. So that is a really good trade-off for, I guess, getting floated. Because it's just like, oh, okay, then I just gotta make sure I don't get floated, right? Yun lang. Yeah, it's I-16. This one, plus 2 on hit. And then how much on block again? It's essentially just RFF back 3. -7 OB. I'm gonna be talking a lot. Like, usually the rough cuts for, what do you call that? Advanced lessons. The ones that basically ship out every Wednesday. They're usually like when I get it from the stream, it's like 20 minutes. I'm me just talking to myself. Now this one, I feel like it's gonna be like a 30-minute cut. There's so much to talk about here. About the RFF2 series. And including the 1. It's included in the RFF2 series, the 1. Actually, if you want space after a jab, this is not bad. Because you can't follow up after it. Look at that. On hit. No, sometimes even by the second one, you can't hit anymore. And then it's either the second or the third one where it doesn't hit anymore. So you create a lot of distance with that. Compared to this, you kind of like just stay in their face. Which is my favorite thing to do. When you do the reset, RFF2, stutter here, RFF2, stutter again, RFF2, down 3-4, LFS1, stand switch, RFF2, stutter again. It's fun. Of course, RFF2, 3 on counter hit, launch. The whole thing, well, you just get more damage, I suppose. Launch on CH. The RFF1, tracks towards the right. Towards Hwoarang's left. That makes sense. He's doing it from his left. So it should track if the opponent SSR is there. You want to stay in their face, then you RFF2. You don't RFF1. But you RFF1 if they step towards the right. Well, technically, you can also just catch SSR by doing RFF2-4, right? So you're fine there. 2 back 4. This is basically RFF back 4. Plus 13 on hit. You know, I was thinking about it. Why didn't they make RFF2-1 high mid? Imagine we were like Jin Kazama. We could do like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And then you still have the 2-1-1. No, they can't give Hwoarang power, man. They can't give Hwoarang power. I would really just RFF2-1 in front of your face and then down 3-4. And then RFF2-1 JFSR. And then on block you still have the RFF2-1 and then you have backlash and then back 4 and then a regular down jab and orbital. They can't give Hwoarang power. They can't. They're not allowed to. It's a crime to give this character power. -9 on block. Okay. -9 OB. And then launch on CH. I think that's all the notes. All I have to do is just double check it with the frame data bot. Because there's some numbers here that have to be a range. It's not just a specific number. Like RFF24, this is a range. What else is a range? 243 is a range in terms of like whether it's -15 or not. Sometimes it's not -15. Of course, that scales with distance. So in front of your opponent's face, it's always going to be like that. But if you do it pretty far, that number changes by like a lot. That's -13. I think that's the only thing I need to check. This is the only one in terms of like range. Yeah, because this won't change. This won't change. This won't change. Oh, this won't change. That won't change. That won't change. Yeah. It's unsteppable. However, still low parryable. Still low crushable. it just removes the step element. Oop, +8. That's why you can really just keep an opponent like that. Oh wait, let's do it now. SSL. Yeah, that's the number. That's the number. Let's bring in best sidestep in the game. Hello wee wee. Hello person that ended my character that ended my tournament run. Yeah. Because it's fast enough. It's actually too fast already at that point. They can't press it. Oh, whoopsie. It's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, more or less, that's the number. That's the number where they can't step anymore. Back to Hwoarang. And while I go back to Hwoarang, since my Discord's still open, I can go check the frame data. And the one I want to check is FD RFF24 forward. Hwoarang move RFF24 forward. Plus 18? Oh, okay. It really is plus 14 on counter hit. Plus 18G, plus 14 legitimately. Okay. It's plus 18G. Okay, why did I get 17 then? Oh, wait. Block. Block. Oh, on hit. I'm so dumb. On hit, it's plus 18. Okay. Wait. So why is on my notes it's plus 17? Okay. It turns into 17 while you move forward in Flamingo. If you don't move forward in Flamingo, it's 18. But if you move forward in Flamingo, it turns into 17. Okay, you only lose a frame. That's nothing. You just lose a frame by moving forward. Okay, so that's why my notes it says plus 6 instead of plus 7. Oh, okay. Gets. I understand the secret scrolls. All right. I have my notes. I kind of like have all the frame data of the jab strings that I need to talk about. Usage. It's going to be pretty easy to talk about this usage. It's just that it's all in RFF. So it's an RFF exclusive. Yeah, usage is not hard to talk about this. It's all good. These are just good jab strings. That's all they are. Like this one is to really delay. Whoop, whoop. And then it's just like, did I do 2 forward or not? And then bam, get hit. Whether that be that by the 4 or this. Of course, it's easier to just do the 4, but it does not jail. Alright, I need to write, right. RFF23, this jails. This does not jail. That I only learned today. I always thought both of them were, what do you call this? Non-jailing moves. Apparently, this jails. Did not know that. Because this one, there you go. Duck. Duck. No duck. No duck. So I put that jails. Nice. Yeah. And then maybe, just to remind myself, not non-jail on RFF2 back 4. Because I think I'm not really going to mention that for RFF244 and RFF243. Because I kind of just know it's not. 2-4 jails, 2-1 jails, 1-1 and RFF211 jails. Yep! Yeah, I have everything. So if there, again, welcome to Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. If you have any questions about Tekken 7 or about Hwoarang specifically, let me know in chat and I'll get back to you shortly. Because it's only been 44 minutes and 16 seconds for me since I've started this stream. Always gotta... Actually, you know what I found myself doing recently? Even in the tournament the tournament yesterday that I played in, I found myself doing that. So I would do like 1, 2, and then RFF down back 3. Like I think I used to like do RFF down back 3 before in season 1. And then as like I progressed, I kind of just stopped using it. I only used it sparingly or like very situational. Now, ever since like the Tekken 8 thing, where you do down 3-4 and then RFF down back 3 or RFS down 3, I just kind of found myself again like in Tekken 7. Oh, just press RFF down back 3. Yeah. And then I watch myself just never get punished. Nobody will. Compared to down 4-4. Still cannot make this move better. While it, still does not jail and still is safe on block. Because it being jail on block in 8 does make it a little bit better as a move because you can just risk it. Just like, yeah, I'll risk it, let's go! And then if it gets blocked, it's only -12. It's like, yeah, I can take that. Negative 12. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt at all. The most I'll be getting hit by is a 12-frame knockdown. I'm okay with that. Wow. That's a Kazuya back 1-2. Oh, well, for Jin, that's a heat engager, 1+2. For Hwoarang, that's a 4-3. For Lily, that's an F2-3 knockdown. For Asuka, 2-3 knockdown. Jack, that's 2-1, right? Now let's say something else. I don't know if Jun's is a knockdown. I know she has a 10-frame knockdown. So that's gonna hurt. Nina will also get a knockdown, but it's also the back 1-4. Wait, it's back 1-4? Wait, I know they changed the move or something like that. Man, there's gonna be so much to like relearn as well. And that's just refresher courses. That's all they are. Okay, wait. I should like try to figure out what am I supposed to do if the opponent actually steps RFS F4. RFS 1? The problem is I'm only +1. Yeah, that looks like the answer, doesn't it? You can't RFS forward 3? Okay. Yeah, RFS 1. Because what I was thinking originally was like, okay, you're forced to RFS back 4. The issue is, you're gonna get punished if they just stepped. Actually, let me bring it into... Let me bring it into recording. Wee wee. Where's Lily? I wanna see... Because it's only a step. It was only a step block anyway. So I just want to see what happens if, what do you call that, they press Matterhorn. Okay. So I would have been fine. What happens if you, what do you call this? The only issue with this is that it's a 16-frame move. So they chose sidestep left. When... Whoa! Never mind, the answer wasn't RFS back 4. I love this matchup. It's both ways, SSL and SSR. Wow, full launch. I died. Fantastic. I died. And that hurts. 73 damage, and then you return back to neutral to play against Lily. So the answer's not even RFS back 4. You pray you don't get the launch. Or they don't get the launch. Bruh. No, I'm getting it consistently. They're getting the launch. You kind of just pray they get that instead. And if they're late... Oh, wait. Okay, you don't even get anything. So it's this one where you're really protected, RFS 1. Yep. No, you're not protected. Forget it. Give up. Give up if you need. Give up. Yeah, it's funny is that I thought I had all the lab work already for this done. Because it's because the premise was, okay, you can't really move. It's hard to move. So what do you have something that, what do you call that, can beat RFS F4 again? And subsequent options. I did not consider the sidestep, which I guess is an error on my part. Definitely is an error on my part. Now the thing is, I have to lab, what do you call that, every other character in the game again. And see if they have something on an SS after RFS F4. Because before, I thought the play against RFS F4 on block was backdash. Just back. Just back. That's what you should do. Because there's going to be a limit to how long they can just RFS F4. Well, there's technically no limit. But for the most part, like, as soon as they do another option, you're fine. Because the stepping part, it's more or less going to catch you. But now I'm knowing that the first hit doesn't catch you. It's only the second hit of RFS F4 that catches you. So that's why there's this window to like press a button. Woo! I have to lab everything again. It's so fun. Why? Lab everything again. Of course, that's for characters that have like a low crush, right? A high crush tuloy. Yeah, high crush. But I know Asuka's answer is down back 1 too. Elisa's answer is down back 1. But if you include the SS in it, SS Matterhorn. SS down back 1? SS down jab? There's nothing where she like goes really low, right? And then gets something. It's only in the down back 1 options. And then I find out something else pala. No, it's not just that. You should be... Can you SS2? Actually. Just asking. Because if you can, I don't even want to press the move anymore in the matchups. Like, when I play a Lily, I'm going to have to remember that RFS F1 is the only thing that can potentially save my life. The only thing. Oh, don't press the whole thing. Okay, good. Nice. Can you SS2? Oh, okay, no, you can't. You'll get caught by RFS F4, back 4. And even if you attempt to down back 1, which is the actual answer, it doesn't work. Of course, you can do that. Oh, you can't? Ah, because the Sabaki doesn't, what do you call it? It doesn't activate that early. Buti na lang. Because if it did, I kind of like would have given up on this situation already. Yep. Of course, down back 1 should win here, right? That's why, to me, that's the de facto option here. It's just so good. The fact that it kind of goes under. Now, SS. Okay. So to the strong side, no. But okay, there you go. To where the stomach is, yep. You can SS2. It's a tight fit, though. Oh, whoa, okay. So I got lucky the first time. Did I get lucky the first time? Bruh. This is what I meant by it was like kind of hard to step. And then here's Lily doing it with ease, but then that's Lily, I suppose. So you can't really SS2 then. Can you SS4? No, you can't. Other way around? Di pa rin. SS can? No, that's a bad idea. SS back 3? No, you can't even SS back 3. Any other thing I'm missing? You can't even SS down jab. No, that's why that's it. Of course, it's not a deep dive into like all the options you need to. I'm kind of just like going on face value at the moment. That means you can't up forward 2. You can still do your back 1+2 potentially. SS down back 1. I tried doing it earlier. It loses to what do you call that? RFS 1. Loses to RFS 1. If you attempt to SS either way into down back 1. Because the mid's already coming after you at that point. I don't know, it should be like a 2-frame difference or something like that. Because you're +1 on block, right? So that should be 15 versus 14. But since they step, right? They take a frame to do that. Or even if they just micro step, you still don't get it. Nope, don't work. Not unless I'm doing it wrong, right? The Asuka main shows me how it's done. Sometimes I can get it wrong. Even against RFS back 4, it doesn't. Like, you're fine. You're okay in this one. Because they can't even do this. It's really just go like that. And then guess versus like if they're gonna do the full RFS F4 string or not. It does avoid certain mids in certain situations, but not in this one. Which is good. That's good for us. And that's what matters. Back 1+2, Brian. Northern Cross? I don't have the execution to do it. I was thinking about it, like, yeah, Northern Cross. Instant Northern Cross. I can't do it though. Any other option? I don't think there is any. Brian. It doesn't have something like Lily. Yeah. Prayage. Claudio? Oh, SS hop kick. SS hop kick. Elisa, I know it's a down back 1. SS down back 3? Oh my goodness. You mean we're gonna get counter hit for it? Why? Why though? That can't be. Okay, so down back 3 without an SS, obviously. No, okay, it's too slow. It's too slow. Oh, you mean Claudio's? Brian's. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but the what do you call that? The reward on that's not a lot. So like, I'd be willing to like lose to Brian down back 3. The thing is, I wasn't willing to lose to Lily Matterhorn, and she actually gets more than a Matterhorn when my teammate checked it out after the tournament. It's just like it was more than just a Matterhorn. It's kind of like just anything in the world. SS down 3. I'm not avoiding this. No, you're not avoiding the chop. You're getting hit. The attempt to step towards the stomach? Ain't no way. Step the other way, which is the stronger side pa. No. So he's not avoiding this, which is good. At least you have an option. Let's check with the power crush. No. So it's still technically a strong situation. It's just that certain characters can blow it up. Chop for the W. Chop for the W. The only issue is if what do you call that? If they sidestep press, that's the thing. Sidestep 1-2. Or just kind of like jab immediately. Or what do you call that? Down jab. That's kind of like the problem all the time. They buffed it? They didn't buff RFS F4 per se, but like they just put Airblade. They put Beck's move. That's what made the situation really good. Because before it was the left flamingo one that was better, right? The left flamingo situation was better. Because you could do LFS of forward 4 and LFS of forward 3-4. So it was a lot more scary to get hit by left toothbrush compared to right one. SS down 2? Okay, hold up. Let me try it. I can't even. The moment I step and I'm about to do it, the chops already hit me. This matchup is okay. This is fine. This matchup's okay. Slight Claudio favor, but more or less you're alright. You don't have to worry about like some BS. Maybe except the RFF DF4 situation where the hop kick kind of like beats certain stuff. Let me double check that again. I think it was that one, right? That was the one where, what do you call that? RFF DF4 lost. Yeah! Oh. Oh, I'm getting hit now. Did they... Am I doing it wrong? I have no idea if I'm doing it wrong. I just remember seeing that where, what do you call it? RFF DF4 lost. You know, like, okay, understandable if you don't like playing against him. But for the most part, it feels like the matchup is like kind of like straightforward. It's just that, you know, back 1, hop kick, down back 4-3, SS4, back 3. No, but what I'm concerned is like, can you like avoid a strong situation? Because I kind of hate it if you can like bypass the situation. Instead of it being like a mind game. Instead, the mind game's built on the fact that you can, what do you call this? Avoid the situation. And I need to like beat you. Beat you in your ability to beat the situation. Because there's still other things you can do to blow it up anyway. But that's part of the original mind game. But it's just that you have that added factor and that makes it a hassle. What changed? Bro, I have no clue. It's going in now. It's going in now. That's why I'm like, did I do something wrong? I'm not able to replicate it. What if I just press RFF DF4? Then again, I was just pressing RFF DF4 earlier. Ah, no. Okay, what I wanted to say was, should I have like brought it to Flamingo? Should I have brought it to Flamingo? There. Maybe the property is different. No, it goes in. Switching sides? I don't know if switching sides is gonna do anything. It's not. Nope. I don't know. I remember it loses. Because I've had it happen to me as well. That's why I always watch out for when I'm playing against Claudio. And I'm after you do while standing 4-4, specifically while standing 4-4. Down back? No. I'm just like pressing up 4, up forward 4, and up back 4. Am I supposed to down back first before doing it? How the hell do you do that? Down back into hop kick? Oh, well, I'm down backing first. So I follow the force crouch. As soon as I get force crouch, I down back and then hop kick. That's why I was like, am I doing it wrong? Because I could be doing it wrong. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because I know Lucky Chloe can win. And I don't have to do anything. Like, the hop kick kind of just does its thing. I'm traumatized. Understandable. It's a nightmare. Ose. Of course, that's on block. Has to be on hit. I don't know. I don't know. You may want to like check it in the lab as well. Like double check it again. Because I'm not getting any other result. The only result I'm getting is an L. Not even one win. Because if there was one win, that's something. But I'm not even getting a single win. That was the next thing I was thinking of. Just wait. The problem is, by the time I've waited, I've gotten hit already. What the hell? What changed? What changed? It's the stealth buff. It's the stealth buff. That's the first thing. This is one of the first things I'm gonna check. Like when we get our hands on Tekken 8. Can Claudio do this in Tekken 8? Can he hop kick? Actually gonna just check out everyone's hop kick straight up. Like, can they avoid RFF/DF4 in some way or fashion? Aside from like SS, which is the obvious answer. Which should be the only answer, actually. I didn't even punish. What? Okay, there you go. It didn't even register as a punish. Punish naman. There you go. Actually, you have to check all the Hwoarang stuff, basically, and be like, okay, this is like that, this is like that. And then thanks to like Tekken 8's buff sidestep system, they can now avoid this compared to like avoiding it in Tekken 7. I don't know what's happening. Like, I can even put up my command history. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. RFF back to? Okay. Say no more. RFF back to. Ah, okay, that's the one. And that's on hit. That's even better. This is +6 force crouch. Compared to +4 force crouch. But on block. Oh! It doesn't work on block. It legit does not work on block. I failed on the SS. Bro! There you go. Of course you can step it. No, on block it's... you're kind of like just protected on block. It's only on hit. You're not protected. It's because, what do you call it? I think it's because he gets hit lower. He's hit way lower here compared to while standing 4-4, I feel. And it's like specific too. Because while standing 4-4 is different from RFF back too. So wait, hold on. Another one. This one. No, okay. No. Don't work here. And I can only check this on hit. Obviously on block, that's a -12 low. Okay, so this is fine. So weird. +6 force crouch. You fail. No chance. No chance. Ha ha ha. About +5. Nice. Nice. Really nice. Okay. Woo. Huh? Exactly. My reaction too. Yeah. Yay. Woo. What are you talking about? Mids? Nah, you can't use your mid, bro. Your RFF mid? You can't use that. Well, I know what you can use. I know what you can use. It's kind of like what you're forced to do. That and DF1+2. While we still have DF1+2. But okay, interesting. You can't, what do you call that? You can't do that after this. How about it on block? Because that was the one earlier was on hit. Right? Yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. +7 on hit. Say goodbye. +7, huh? +7. Alright. +7. +2. It don't matter. Claudio said it wasn't a thing. Yeah, no, there. You see that felt like more like, I don't know, dude. And we're already like straight axis. That was a punish. The one earlier. Ow! It happened once. That's all that matters. It happened once, which means it is possible to replicate it in some way, or like understand what the variables are to make it like that. Ah, okay. I get it. It's a frame late. If you're a frame late as the Claudio, you get hit. If I just like press it. Actually, let me try that again. Yeah, that was a frame late. Frame late. No, frame late. That one, the last one, that was frame hit. Frame late. So if they just press up 4, they don't do up back 4 or up forward 4, they kind of just, oh. Okay. There is a specific variable for sure that kind of like just prevents our RFF-DF4 from getting crushed by the hop kick. No, I think what you call that, Claudio won't win there. And that's like a mid that's like descending upon him, right? So you start out a high and then you do a mid. So for the most part, I don't think he's getting out of that because it's like going downwards. The mid kick, what do you call that? That doesn't go downwards. Yeah, so on block, nothing. Nope. You kind of just go down there. On hit, nothing as well. Claudio just goes down there. Yeah. Well, at that point, you'd be forced to like DF1 and DF1+2. At least those still work. And then watch them. And then what do you call that? When you do that, this situation, they're gonna walk it. And then you get punished. But at least that's part of the regular Hwoarang mind games. I'm fine with that. It's just it's the ones where they kind of like have the exception to beat certain stuff. That's when it gets crazy. What else? LFS2. Unblocked. You trade. What is this? What is this? Sabagay, it's because it's -2 and RFF-DF4 is 13 frames, so they become both 15. They trade. This is the right outcome, mathematically speaking. They're both 15 frames. It's just odd. It's just odd to look at. And then if you go on hit... Okay. They're not allowed to. No, it doesn't work. So you do the chop, you're more or less allowed to, what do you call that? To just press it. RFF-DF4 is more or less guaranteed on hit. The +9. That's why I made a video on that sequence. Forward 2, RFF-DF4, RFS1. Because that sequence is just godlike. It's a very good sequence. And there's so many ways to like make it better as well. To like add on top of it if you want more flavor instead of it just being pure vanilla. Yeah, you can't. Nope. What else do I want to know? RFF moves. RFF moves. Stuff that put you in RFF. That puts you in RFF. That puts you in RFF. This puts you in RFF. Oh, LFS. Okay. Why not? On block. Oh, okay. That was DF4. Of course, I'm gonna win there. Oh yeah. Okay. I just win on a frame advantage. That's just what it is. -7. Let's get hit. We. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. So that's it. There's another variable here also for what do you call that? LFS forward 4. Where do you call that? Where Hwoarang can win. Oh no, that's on block, my bad. On hit. Okay. Okay, Claudio. Well, he's still in Tekken 8, so we gotta deal with this. Yeah, that's after LFS forward 4. But not a lot of Hwoarangs use that kick anyway, so I don't think they'd have to worry about it. I will, though. I'll have to remind myself, whoops, you pressed that button. Here against Claudia. Don't you do it. Don't you do it on hit. Don't you... Do the back 2. Do DF1+2. That's what you should be doing. What else? So there's that. Born to RFF DF4, forced to DF1. Yeah, that's kind of it. Hey, but we can F1+2 in Tekken 8, so that's another one. And you can also do DF3+4 in RFF. It's just that you have to risk being negative again. I know, punishable, right? It's -13 on block. I13, -13. Funny. Funny move. That won't put you in RFF. That puts you in LFF. Okay, what about RFF 2-1? How about that? How about 0 on block? Oh wow, we win on 0 on block. Okay. There. No, okay, I was too far from you. So we're safe here. Like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself in terms of like being ambitious, but like, do I want to make like a whole spreadsheet for like, what do you call that? Character matchups and how certain situations pan out? It's so comprehensive. And it's just like everyone has access to that. It'd be kind of crazy. Okay, so you're safe to do it here. At +6 on hit. So you can do RFF 2-1 safely into it. But you can't do what do you call that? RFF or RFS 2 at all into what do you call that? That can't. Hold on. How do I replicate that? No way. No way did I just see it just loose. Okay. I get how this works. You have to wait a frame. So if Claudio gets hit by this, they wait a frame and then do it. But it's not oh, okay, there you go, yeah. A frame and a half? Not off frame, a frame and a half. So more or less a second and a half. For it to, what do you call that, to connect. Okay, that's so fun. Because that will be part of delaying your timing. For sure. This is like a second and a half is part of delaying your timing. And the thing is, Hwoarang's already pressing it immediately. He's not even delaying his timing. Which means I got hit, but by the time my move started to like become active, if we go with the delay, and Claudio, what do you call it, hop kicks. Oh, that's so fun. The matchup is just like, yay. Just eliminate RFFDF4 from like your move set. That's it. Then you can still play the matchup. Yun lang. It's just like, but RFFDF4 is such a good move. Well, not against Skyblade Nova teams. Skyblade Nova, it's a different breed. How about this one? This one you create a lot of space. Okay. Can I beat this? Oh, if I'm just like a second and a half. Oh no, okay, it looks like I'm not. I don't. Oh, that's a SS4. Come on. Come on. Okay, I guess there's just no way. I already waited. I tried pressing the button immediately. Nothing. Forget what I said. No, it works, alright. It works. It works. No RFF situation is safe. Forget it. You delay it. Oh no, the Claudio delays the option so that it catches your RFF DF4. Wow, I can't replicate that. That's tough to replicate. But there's definitely a way for it to go in. Come on, Claudio, you can do it. You can do it. Bruh. Second, right? A second and a half? Am I doing it wrong? Okay. So on the RFS2, they can do it immediately. On the RFF2 one, they cannot do it immediately. On the RFF1, they can't do it immediately. On this, they're not allowed to do it at all. On RFF back 2, they can just straight up do it. On this, for some reason, it doesn't work anymore. What else am I missing in terms of RFF? Backlash? No. This puts you in LFF. This puts you in LFF. This puts you in LFF. You on hit regularly. Not that there's any player that does this. Because usually when you press it, it's kind of like counter hit or unblock. You rarely get the on hit situation. And then when I get the on hit, since it's only +2, I typically just backlash. Because backlash just works in terms of like catching them. Okay, so immediate press will not work versus this move. Or I mean for this sequence. It doesn't. It just straight up doesn't. But now let me try like delaying it. I'm gonna try to delay it. Come on. Half a second. Okay, half a second. Forget half a second. About a full second. Assuming I'm like doing it right. I love this matchup. At least I've kind of like disciplined myself to not press RFF DF4 here. What a fun matchup. What else am I missing? Oh, right. This is a very popular sequence. I need to see. Say no more. It's like say no more. Are you preference? That's pure preference. Like, are you telling me which punish you should prefer, 4-3 or 4F4? I made a video about it, but TLDR for that video, which again you can find on this YouTube channel. 4-3 versus 4F4. I think that's really the title of the video. It's the same thing with DF1 versus DF1+2. That one's just pure preference. Choose whether you want to be in LFF at 30 damage +5, because this is the more. Because this used to be 20. How much is this? 27? This used to be 25 or 26 damage +5 at LFF. Then in season 4, they buffed it, even made the second kick get a new animation. So this is now infinitely the stronger punish by 4 damage, and it's +5 LFF, so you can like really remain safe. You have access to most of your moves. When you do 4F4, you get access to the RFF moves at +6, and +6 is a huge number. And you're 27 damage. You're only 3 damage away. So yeah, you get backlash. That's like kind of like the biggest part. And an easier JFSR. Whoa, whoa. There, easier JFSR. You get the RFF2 series. You get RFF DF4, which can still get stepped. And thank you for reminding me on this one, because I was like, what other RFF stuff put you there? You can't do that against Claudio. Maybe against a different character. But yeah, it's pure preference. Do you want RFF options, which is like will make you more deadly? Because well, how are you gonna scare the opponent, right? Because if you 4-3, the standard thing is to 4-3 and then F1 plus 2. So it's to scare your opponent for not pressing. And then the moment they're gonna respect this and not press, you kind of just mix that up with down 3-4, down back 4 into Flamingo, JFSR, right? Let's just use Skyrocket for now. But JFSR, and then you can like 1-2, or you can do 4-3 into stand switch RFF back 2 or RFF2, whatever works, whatever floats your boat. But basically, it's built off the premise of this will counter hit launch you if you press here. And if they're unable to step it, again, it's a difficult move to step after 4-3. Basically, at +5 advantage, it's difficult to step. Here, the premise is built off the fact that backlash exists. DF1 and DF1 plus 2, either one of the two should catch them from stepping so they can't move. This will counter hit them into oblivion. But if you're gonna do 2 back 4, or if you're gonna do into RFS 4, both of them would hurt. And then you have access to down 3-4. You have access to a really safe mid. This should track also like crazy at +6. So you should be fine when you do, what do you call that, 4F4 and just press RFF3 and they're like, okay, hands off, you're okay. Aside from, of course, doing DF1 and DF1 plus 2. Can I check that right now? Let me do it. Yeah, I get hit. That was sidestep left. Sidestep right. Oh, hold on. I held forward there. Yeah, for the most part, the opponent should get clipped by it. Again, reliable mid. Very reliable mid. When you have frame advantage, of course. When you don't have frame advantage, nah. So there's that. This will be the all-encompassing mid that will catch. And if you kind of know, you get this full thing into an RFS mix-up. If not, you can like just kind of like press it and then do this. And then see if they know how to deal with it. If they don't know how to deal with it, it's going to open up a lot of things. But if they know how to deal with it, you can still technically do it because the timing is a little bit different to punish it. But if their timing's immaculate, you kind of just do that. And if their timing isn't immaculate, or if you've mixed it up enough to like mix them up to change up their timing, then yeah. That's why that transition is good. I don't know why they removed it in Tekken 8. They added it and then they removed it. Why? Why do you have to remove the good stuff on this character? He's not allowed to become like Beck. Okay, fine. But Beck's not even going to be in the game anymore, so how about let Hwoarang do all this cancel stuff? I find that fun. It's enjoyable. So yeah, this will scare them, that will scare them, and this will just catch a lot of people. So now you're allowed to open up with down 3-4, an EC or JFSR. You can lock them in with an RFF back too. So yeah, I mean, again, RFF just has way more options than the LFF one, but it's just like, what do you want? LFF or RFF? Because both can still scare the opponent in a certain way. Bro, I was not messing it up. Like, how do you mess it up? Well, at the start, you kind of like messed it up. But like, and then you just adjust your like muscle memory on like how you press the button to like not get that. So I haven't really made that error in such a long time already. Like I kind of just like let go of like the lever once I press RFF 3-4 if I don't want it. Yeah, but the thing is like the cancel's there. Whoop. Like can you okay, you know what? I want to check that out right now. If they SSL... Oh, okay. So there's no protection here. Or like none. Because what do you call that? You still get that on the like the... If they try to duck the second hit. If they're not... Okay, that's why I said if they know. Because if they're really waiting for the second hit, that's what's gonna happen to them. Because on this one, you don't have to wait for it, right? Oh, wait a second. Okay. So no, there is. It's just not. It's not as what do you call that prominent as what do you call that. If you're gonna duck, SSL is just like infinitely the safer option. Am I doing a micro step? No, that's a full step. All right. Okay. Yeah. So if they're late, they should get punished for it. You know, just saying they should get punished for it if they late. If they late, they late. See, they can't give Hwoarang the good stuff. Hwoarang's not allowed to get the good stuff, bro. We're not allowed to eat. We're not allowed to have cake. We're not allowed to have cookies. We're not allowed to have brownies. We're not allowed to have pancakes. We're not allowed to have waffles. We're not allowed to have nothing. We ain't allowed to have any of that, man. They don't love us. They don't love Hwoarang players. Like, I don't care whether you're redundant or not. Let me do cancels. Beck could do a shit, you know, he could do a lot of cancels. Why can't we get that? Let our running 3 cancel into LFS. Ooh, you know, that'd be really cool. I'm about to slash kick and then... I know it's just gonna be like hassle for like opponents. Because it's just like, did he cancel or not? He cancels all over the place. I don't know, man. To me, it's not the whole package. Did you know F1+2 is backdashable after RFF down by DF3? Did you know that? Like, you can't keep them in place with that. Because RFF DF4 can be like stepped right after it. So it's just like, okay, what will prevent them from stepping? F1+2, that'll prevent them from stepping. Because if you want to prevent them from stepping, you need a DF1-3. And it's the 3 of the DF1-3 that'll hit, not the DF1. Because DF1+2 ain't there. So that's the problem. So at best, what you're going to be doing is RFF2 again. And then now you're on the whole mind game of, are they going to high crush or not? Don't tell me you're going to answer with an orbital. I mean, you can, but not like the best thing to do. So it's a good move that I will never take away from RFF DF3 compared to the RFF DF3 we have now. And ever since, what's the name of RFF DF3 here? It's not Black Kite, right? Because that's the name of RFF DF3 in... It's called Screw Kick. Okay. Screw Kick. Screw Kick versus Black Kite, you know? Now, it's a good move. No doubt. 12 frame high. Yeah. And then I heat engager. 3-1. 3-1, 3-2, I forget. It's good for all intents and purposes. But there are still trade-offs. So it's just a matter if you're okay with those trade-offs. But it's just like, I wish we could like eat good, you know? I wish we could eat good. Can we have those cancels back, you know? Forward 2 into LFF, down 3-4 into LFF. Can we have those back, you know? Can we get back certain cancels? Can we, like, don't delete a cancel when you bring it back. When you bring it into Tekken 7, don't delete it. Why did they delete it? They think giving us RFS up 4 forward, up 4, and then you do forward to cancel it is fine. It's a slow move. It's like 18 frames. Which tailspin? RFF down back 3-3? You kind of only use that in certain situations as a tailspin. If it's RFF down back 3-3. RFF back 4 by itself, I think that's like short wall splats. What other tailspins? Obviously RFS, LFS back 3 and RFS DF3. I think that came with a no. What are you supposed to do with that? I think you were supposed to do it off here. Yeah. If you wanted to. For the most part. You kind of just were never really using this as a tailspin because it didn't really have a... It was never part of a B&B combo. Right? Oh, wait. You can use it here if you want. Maybe that there's a B&B combo here that I've like never discovered before. It's only 63 damage, but the thing is I can get way more damage by just like doing that. That's what I thought. See, that's another transition. They removed that, by the way. That's not in Tekken. I'm pretty sure you know that. But like, they removed this, like the ability to put it in RFF. Nobody asked for this, but they put it in 7. And I was like, okay, what can you get off this? So you did get some interesting wall combos. And I guess another version of the Season 2 B&B if you kind of wanted to do it. If you didn't want to do F4 back 3, you could have always just done RFF forward 3 into that or RFF 4 into that. But the wall situations were the newer ones. Like they took it away in 7 and 8. I'm like, why? It costs nothing to hold forward to put it in RFF. It kind of just even just makes sense for it to go into RFF. Like, why does this go into RFF now? I didn't ask. Now, hands down, it going to RFF is the better choice. But why did you remove the LFF one? Because that one, when I was doing it in combos, when I do the full thing, I make errors on it. By errors, I make errors on like the fact that it goes into RFF, and it's like if they wall splatted and I press forward, I'm like, oh right, it's just this forward. I don't get the regular forward. And I was supposed to press a button already, and it's just like, oh whoops, I'm already in RFF. Or like I press 3+4 because my muscle memory tells me to press 3+4, and I'm like, I'm already in 3, I'm already in RFF. So when I press forward 3 now, all I get is that. I'm like, right. You're in RFF when you do a forward 3+4 4. Like, why can't you just give us the like? If I hold it, it goes into RFF, right? If I hold the 4 of a forward 3+4 4, it goes into RFF. If I don't hold it and I just press it, why not? Or hell, just like hold forward right after the move. I don't get it. Like, come on. Nah. I mean, does it make it an easier wall combo at RFF? I suppose, but at the same time, you could just CD3 if you didn't get it. I guess it always defaults you to getting this, which is good. But that's just damage. That's the damage part. Yeah, FF back. And then RFF forward 3. And then this one. This one was cool. Like, it going into RFS. The only issue is when it goes into RFS as an ender, not in the middle of a combo, which is so funny. It's like a BNB. You can make it a BNB. Forward to this into... And then you RFF 2-3. RFS 2-3. I'm like, that's an odd BNB. Okay, it works. But as an ender, it's always weaker. It's infinitely weaker than what do you call that? Lightning Halberd, which is LFS 4-3, the Beck one. And just doing a full hunting hook. And what do you call that? RFF forward 3, LFS back 3, and RFF forward 3, LFS forward 3. And even up back 3, or DF3+4 in Tekken 7. It's just cool. That's the problem. And it's only for like in the middle of combos if you want to like make your combo better. Like you can do JFSR, that, and then what do you call it? RFF forward 3, LFS of forward 3 4 forward, and then RFS 2 3, and then you get the flip. So it's really good for the middle of the combos, but it's really bad for the ending of combos. So I'm like, okay, neat change and all, but kind of just you kind of just made. I don't know, it's not stronger, but I mean, again, it's just like another option. So I'm all for like having another option, but why does it not launch though? Why does it not launch though? Just asking for a friend. Why does it not launch? The 4-hit hunting hawk. What was the 4-hit hunting hawk? There wasn't it just 3 hits also, where it's just like, and then he ended it on that, or it was really 4 hits. I mean, I didn't play Beck, so if you say it's 4 hits, it's 4 hits. Because the super hunting hawk, that's not the Beck one, right? That's just Hwoarang's. Yeah. Hello, Sonata. Yeah, nice. It was nice meeting you too. That actually goes for everyone that I did not meet ever before. Because I was like, the first offline tournament I went where everyone was there. The Sharp tournament, no, not everyone was there. You had a 4-hit natural hunting hawk. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna boot up Tekken 6 for a second. I want to see this. I'm gonna boot up Tekken 6. I'm not gonna put it in OBS so you won't see it. I'm just gonna boot up Tekken 6 for a second so I can see what this move is. Because it's in Tekken 6, right? It's not in Tag 2. It's obviously it's gonna be in Tag 2, but I'm like, it's also in Tekken 6, right? Is it also in Tekken 5? I have no idea. Mute desktop audio so that you don't hear the magic how I boot up Tekken 6. I'm gonna check it. I'm in Bandai Namco games. Oh wait, I can just like, there you go. I can press the turbo speed. All right, hello Beck. Beck Dosan. It's right after Tekken 6 or Tekken 5. It's 3 hits. It's just really high. The second hit goes really high, and then he bounds for the last one. So it's not, what do you call that, 4 hits. It's 3 hits. You kind of like can't do it in a combo either. Wait, let me enter Flamingo. Wait, it's not in Flamingo? Ah, it's not. His Hunting Hawk's not in Flamingo. Because up forward 3 is his hop kick. The Raha. So Hunting Hawk can only be done in LFF. Or Beck. It's 3 hits. Is it tag 2 where it's 4 hits? I have tag 2. I can boot it up as well. Ogre, the Super Hunting Hawk of Ogre, that's the one. That's Hwoarang's Rage Drive. That's the Super Hunting Hawk. That was Ogre's, yeah. Not Beck's. But yeah, that's the same move. That is essentially the same move Hwoarang has. In In Rage. So that was Ogre's. That one? Yeah, that's Ogre's. Never mind, it's all good. I think it'd be cheap if you had it. That's the thing. In a game where wall carry is gonna be at a premium, because some of the stages are huge. Like imagine if you could do that at Yakushima, and then you had Super Hunting Hawk naturally. It's kind of cheap. It's kind of cheap. You know what? I'm a little sad of? Like Rage Drives are gone, right? So we lose Super Hunting Hawk. I'm okay with that. What I'm sad is that we lost this. I know where the last hit of this went. It went to DF3 plus 4. But I'm sad that they removed this one. The down 3 plus 4. They should have given us this. But we're not allowed to eat good. We're Hwoarang. We're Hwoarang. Hwoarang's not allowed to eat good. He may be Jin's rival, yeah. But he's not allowed to eat good. He's allowed to eat enough to like make him as close enough to like be as good as a machine. Close enough. Just close enough. Like that. Like the gap's like, there has to be like a gap, you know? It's the most fair Rage Drive in the game. Because you can step it. You can step the follow-ups on this Rage Drive. And at the same time, you can challenge it and not challenge it, step it and not step it. So there's a whole mind game that goes around the Rage Drive. And it's just an amazing combo ender. Yeah? Just an amazing combo ender. But they should have given us a low mid string. Why can Steve get away? I mean low parry, yeah. Yeah, because again the force crouch, and if they hold DF, it just happens. But if Steve can get a down 2-1, why can't Hwoarang get a whatever? I don't know what input I'd put this. Honestly, I have no idea what input I would put this on. Delete down 4-4. That's what I would have done. I would have removed such an iconic move in exchange for this. But you can actually use this as well. What do you call that? Wall carry. It's short wall carry, but you can. It's a waste of a Rage Drive though, but you can. But imagine if you have a regular move, you could do that. I would have deleted down 4 because what do you call that? This starts as a 4, so that's down 4-3, and that's actually Beck's input because Beck has something like this. I know Beck has something like that, so it should be similar input. Why can't he have it? Why not? And it will not only just be cool. It's a string that you can really just throw out. And the opponent has to take it. And then it's gonna be like, do you cancel the last hit or not? Because for Steve, right, it's down to 1-2. So it's like, does the Steve press the button or not? Whether they delay the last hit or not. So that you get hit or counter hit. And then do they enter duck? And then do they do like wall standing 2 to avoid a lot of stuff? Or if they don't do duck, do they do weave? Or then do they do like the back one? Which is not weave, I suppose. But it's like, ooh. And then they do the 2 so that they go really under whatever like button you press. All Hwoarang will get here anyways. Like, will you continue the string? Or will it get cancelled in Flamingo? That's all. It's not as scary as Steve's. But at least give us that for like that safety. I just realized the animation of down 3+4 is sped up down back 4 into DF3+4 animation. No, I don't think it's down back 4. Down back 4 chips lower in terms of its animation. This one's a little high up. A little higher up. But yeah, it does have very similarities to what do you call this? Down back 4, yeah. But it looks different enough. Because I feel like it's hitting the knee. The first hit of it hits the knee. This one, it hits literally the foot. Literally the foot, like right over there. That's why it's a grounded low. This one hits the knee. Just like this one. This hits the shin or the top of the knee. Compared to this one, that hits lower. The LFS version hits lower. The LFF version hits higher. That's why this is grounded and this isn't grounded. And then this one, oh yeah, you're right. That is DF3+4. That really is DF3+4. Or in Tekken 8, up back 3. Another gripe I have with Tekken 8 Hwoarang. They moved down back 1+3 into up forward 1+2. Cool. We had a free input for that. I like that. That's okay. But why couldn't you move QCB3 into down back 1+3? That way I don't miss it. I don't mess it up. If I'm looking for QCB3, at least I don't mess it up with the back 3. And then when I'm looking for back 3, at least I don't mess it up with QCB3. That's just a pet peeve. Like, why didn't you change that if you're already gonna change it? Like, give me the character. Let me make a list of proposed changes. And then here you go. I don't speak for all Hwoarang players, but I'm certain like a good number of them would like it. They just really had to keep QCB3, man. Hell, you could have made this QCB4 if you're not gonna delete, what do you call that, down 4-4. You could make this QCB4. It's gonna be such a hassle though. QCB4-3. Well, not much of a hassle, but... Or you can make it down 4-4, like the bracket. Down 4-4, down 4-3. Make it one move. Like, what do you call that? Flying Eagle. 4-3 and then the bracket. So make it down 4-3. That way you don't have to delete down 4-4. There are ways to do this. Yeah, no, it was up forward 1+2. Where they moved this one. I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Up forward 1+2. In terms of like even the input. You should kind of like use your body to kind of like pull them down. But I get why it was down back 1+3. Because the 3 is the one that makes them trip. And when you press up forward 1+2 and then you make them trip, we're like, that didn't involve the punches. Hey, down back 2+4 is available. Just saying. They could have put it there. There's just so many things they could have done. But no. Hwoarang's only allowed to eat a certain amount. That's it. Yeah, he's still a good character in Tekken 8, but there's just so many things that could have made him... I wouldn't necessarily say stronger, because having more cancels doesn't necessarily make you stronger. But they would certainly make you a little bit more of a hassle to play against. And like, I guess that's what they don't want. It's just like the same thing that they can't give him more fundamentals because he's going to become too strong at that point if he has like solid fundamentals. This character always has to sit in limbo, man. Yeah, good combos. I mean, that's like kind of like the appeal of this character, right? Ever since. Because the character has nice combos to look at and like very creative. You can be very creative with it. And they kind of give you the room to do that. It is a selling point. But the thing is, how many times can you hit a combo in a game? If I just go on my tournament run yesterday, I didn't get a lot. I did have a tournament. I did have a set. It was against the Lily that eliminated me. We didn't get combos in that game. Actually, I barely got combos in that game. That Lily got more combos than I did. Because I would press a jab and I'd get SS'd into hop kick. And I'm like, wow, fantastic. I love this game. And every time I did get a combo, I wasn't going to be creative. I was going to be optimal. For the most part. Always optimal. But there was a duration in that set where we were not getting combos. I had another one. I think the first game I had in the tournament, it was winner's side, playing against an Eddie. We never got combos. Except when I did RFS F4. And it wasn't me getting the counter hit, it was me getting launched for it. So I would do down 3-4 RFS F4 because, you know, they already ducked. And I'm like, this is the only way to save myself aside from RFS back 4. And the Eddie was always on point with the while standing 1-4. So I was just like, okay. So I just kind of like did not do down 3-4 a lot. Yeah, if it's one-sided, they're going to get combos a lot. But again, at the highest levels, it kind of just doesn't happen. It'll happen like, I don't know, at the ballpark of like 5 times. Something like that. That number sounds about right. Like, they didn't do anything with up 3. It's still kind of the same move. Imagine if you could up 4 and you could cancel it. Like Lucky Chloe. Lucky Chloe can do DF4, and then if you hold back, or down back, I think, you cancel out the DF4 input completely. And she just... It's just like, whoops, I did a low. No, I didn't. So could we have done that with up 4 if you held back on it? He kind of like just doesn't kick. I don't know. No, yeah, those matches, no, there's no combos there. It kind of like straight up none. Like, it's like all pokes, at, you know, at best. That's all you get. Because both players are prioritizing safety. And it's just like always looking at the risk reward. Okay, I kind of understood what you meant by bat already. Silent. Because even another bat member, what do you call that? Said it. They put it. It wasn't a bat member. It was a non-bat member. But they used the bat emoji and then cheese. I was like, what do you mean? Ah, okay, that's what you mean. Because the actual meaning of their team name, Bat, that's Bahay Alliance Team. That's like what the acronym stands for. So it's not an actual bat. Bahay in Filipino or Tagalog means home in, what do you call that? Or house in English. So it's the House Alliance Gang. It's not an actual bat. Exactly. All pokes and guaranteed stuff. That's how it always is for the most part. And then when you get the counter hits, yeah. Interesting name. It's, well, I guess for my country, it's not as interesting. It's just a name that makes sense. What does your name mean in Tagalog? I have no idea. I don't know if there's a word in Tagalog that's sakal. I'm not sure if there is. You can check the Filipino dictionary. That's available online, right? Instead of going to like Google Translate. You mean the name Frontier in Tagalog? I don't know if there's like a translation for it. Oh no, I do. You take the word front and then you translate that in Tagalog, and then that's the one you get. It means what? Are you sure? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm remembering a certain word. I think it was a verb. So I'll just double check that right now. Let me open an in private window. There was a certain word I remembered. I was like, is that the one? Ah, okay, yeah, okay. I found it. So it's sakaling. So sakaling, it's not the spelling of your name. It's, you have to put a... Oh no, you have the whole one already. It's just that you have to add an ing afterwards. So it's still sakal and then ing. What does this word mean again? Oh, thank you. This website doesn't have it. How about this one? Tagalog English Dictionary. They should have it. At least? Wait, but there's a movie that's titled after it. Sakaling maging tayo. At least it becomes us. Ah, okay. Okay. At least. So it's not choking. It's at least. Wait, I'm trying to read some sentences. This one has sentences. Because to like get the meaning of the word, right? You have to like go to how it's used, the context. So, something sa dugo sakaling. Here, in this sentence, it's if. Because the sentence I'm reading is, magkasala sa dugo sakaling kailangan gamitin ang kanyang sandata. I suck at my own my mother tongue. But for the most part, the translation of that one is, exposes one to the possibility of becoming blood guilty if called upon to use one's weapon. So if at least here there's a situation where this word turns into any. So gagawin mo sa hinaharap sakaling makaharap ka rin sa mga kagipitan. You would do in the face of any pressures. And sakaling in that sentence, it means any. Another one here, the one in case, though that was the first translation I gave you, right? So here in this sentence, which part of the sentence do I use? It's a long ass sentence. Magamit naman sakaling kaming muling arestuhin. So the English translation of that sentence is, to use in case we were arrested again. And sakaling in that one is in case. There's another one where its translation is event. Then another one in case it should, if concealed. There's even concealed. There's another one where it's there. THERE, not THIER. So yeah, it can mean a lot of things. That's the thing about the Tagalog language. A lot of words, so like if I try to translate it in a Tekken way, a lot of moves, or like one move can mean a lot of things. So it can have other properties. It can be homing, it can be floor break, balcony break, wall break, tailspin, bound, it's stuff like that. So this one word alone, sakaling, can mean many things. If, that's one. If, any, in case, event, should, concealed, ever, may. So yeah, 7 meanings for one word. 7 meanings. Yeah, so it's not choking. Yeah, the whoever gave you the choking one, maybe it does in a certain sentence. Like, the context always matters. It's the same thing in Tekken. The situation always matters. And like the frame data. And like what other move are you using to like challenge that one. Here, there's another one. Should any. Lest. L-E-S-T. Possible. But I still tell every other Filipino my name means choking. Why does it make it easy? I don't know. See, because the thing is, you tell me, that was the first that I've not, what do you call that, encountered a such scenario where this word, what do you call this, translates into choking. Like right here where or at least this website I'm in right now, it's a Tagalog English website, the dictionary website. It does not have a single sentence, because there are examples in this one. That's where I'm lifting it all from. There's no choking. I don't know where the choking comes from. And this is the only word I thought of. Because I don't know if there's a word that's sakal. In Tagalog. Sakal Tagalog. Meaning. Okay. But there is. Okay. This is why they say it's choke. So the verb I was thinking of is sakaling. So that is S-A-K-A-L-I-N-G. So what they're thinking of is sakalin. Or actually the word sakal by itself, yeah, you're right. It does mean choke. I finally found it. Choked or strangled. And then if you add an I-N on top of it, it's to choke that turns it into a verb. So that's where it is. Okay. Because I don't use the word sakal. Not your name. The word. The Tagalog word sakal at all. Because I haven't had a situation where I need to say sakalin. Sakalin mo ako? No. Hindi. Ayoko. No, don't. Sakaling, I've said this word a lot of times. Because of what it means. If any, should, conceal, blah, blah, blah. If so, yeah. So it does mean show. Okay. Well, I did pass my Tagalog subject. I did pass the Filipino subject in school. But I don't speak in it all the time. So I'm not a master at my own language. I understand my language enough to survive on it. But I don't, I haven't mastered it. And I wouldn't say I'm a native speaker. I'm like the foreigner who tried learning the language. But I live in the country. So it comes off like you have an accent, all that kind of stuff. How's it? In the early ages, I'm pretty sure they just didn't teach you English at the start. They taught you Tagalog straight up. Because I was raised on English. So learning Tagalog was like a foreign language. But it was a language I needed to know because it's used in the country, right? So, and there are just some words that hit harder in Tagalog. So it's better off to just say it in Tagalog rather than English. Like if I want to cuss, I'll cuss in Tagalog instead. If I want it to hit really hard. Because it hits harder than the English variant. But yeah, random short tidbit that was not Tekken. Speaking of which, I guess I can now do the lesson for today. Yeah, when they swear at you to native tongue, I've kind of gotten more scared when someone's swearing at me in the country's language or whatever your country's native language is. So for me, over in the Philippines, if someone's cussing to me in Tagalog or any other dialect that is derivative from it or originated in the Philippines, I kind of just I feel it. I feel it more. Not to say I don't feel it in English, I still do. But the Tagalog one, it just hits harder for me. Of course, because I haven't really heard someone really swear in other languages. Aside from English, for the most part. And it's a situation where it really hits. It hits hard. Of course, you just go to movies and TV shows, I suppose, for that. Because there'll be a character that will be in that kind of scenario. And it's just okay, do I feel it? Yes, no. I'm pretty sure other languages hit harder. But for the experiences I've had, that's the one that hits the hardest at the moment. It's funnier or scarier to swear in your language. It's either one of the two. Either or. Yeah, but I can do the lesson now, I think. I kind of spent 2 hours. 2 hours doing whatever, I suppose. Well, answering a couple of questions, labbing Claudio versus RFFTF4, talking about other moves in Tekken 8 again, and then now languages. Now I guess I can talk about the RFF2 series. That's the lesson for today, or for this stream, Silent. It's RFF2 series. The RFF2, the RFF21, the RFF211, RFF11, RFF1, RFF24, RFF24 forward, RFF244, RFF243, RFF23, and RFF2 back 4. Wow, that's a lot. Very simple. When you're... I'm pretty sure this is for entering Flamingo. So every time you enter Flamingo, whether that be off 123, 23, 124, or 24, please press the button that low crushes. So what is that button for left Flamingo? That is LFS up forward 4, LFS up forward 3, 4, and LFS 4. Although don't use that one because you're going to be left in another mix-up. The other one for RFS is RFS up forward 4 and RFS 3. But the same thing with LFS 4, don't press that as much or else you're going to end up in another mix-up. That's how you deal with down jabbers. Or dick jabbers. So you 1, 2, 3, LFS up forward 4, 1, 2, 3, LFS up forward 3, 4. And you can even LFS back 3 because this low crushes. And RFS back 4. It's just that its low crushing frames are on the slower end compared to the other moves I just mentioned. So you also 1, 2, 4, RFS up forward 4. If you're doing it off, let's say down 3, 4, there, down 3, 4, RFS up forward 4. Although if you did hit this, you don't even have to do that because nobody can press a button on that. The bat special. If your opponent is down jabbing you and you're not transitioning or trying to enter left flamingo or right flamingo, what you do is, let's say you're an RFF, so you entered RFF off, let's say LFS down back 4. If you want to beat a down jabber, you essentially just play by the frame. So if you have frame advantage, in this case you have +4, +5 of frame advantage, and they're gonna down jab, you just press DF1. Press a move that hits them while the opponent is considered crouching. So DF1 will hit, DF1 +2 will hit, and RFF DF4 will hit. And if you get the RFF DF4 on counter hit, you get 2 back 4, which is a big deal. And that will prevent them. So that sequence could be LFS down back 4 into RFF 2 back 4. RFF DF4 into 2 back 4. That is depending on your frame situations, because if you do it off like, let's say, a 0, this is 0 on block, 2, 1. If you press DF1 here, you're gonna lose to the down jab. So what you need to do is you press a move again that will low crush. So in RFF, basically the moves that will low crush in RFF are basically all the LFF moves. So that's orbital, up 3 + 4, up 4, up forward 3, 4, up forward 3 + 4, up forward 4, 4, 4. That's it, I think. And then you can just low parry as well. You follow it based on the frames you have. The same thing will apply in LFF. If you do a jab on block, you're only +1. If you do this, it's going to be 12 frames. You will lose to both down jabs because they come out at 11 and 10. So you need to low parry or low crush. Or sidestep. That is also an option. Sidestep or sidewalk, because down jabs don't have tracking. So if you do something like a 2-1, you can down jab and then DF1. You'll get a small whiff punish off it. Yeah, a small whiff punish. That's how you deal with down jabbers in those situations. Now, unless you have a question for another situation, just let me know. Because I'm about to do the lesson for this stream, since I've spent already 2 hours rambling on other stuff. Usually I ramble for like an hour and a half or an hour, and then I do the lesson, and then I do the demonstration, which takes a while because most players believe in me. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same in 8. Because I just play a 1st to 5 and demonstrate it. And then after that I end. So I'll wait maybe a minute. I'll wait a full minute. If there's no question after that, I'll go straight into the lesson and talk to myself for I hope it's not 30 minutes. Talk to myself for 30 minutes. Hopefully I'll be able to get it through like 20 minutes, the usual raw cut from these streams. So the minute starts now. Because I'm just looking at my OBS timer. Because this stream's an ultra low latency, so I'm expecting for the most part that the stream's not delayed on anyone's end. Oop. Flying Eagle. Flying Eagle. Down 3-4, Flying Eagle. My favorite thing to do. Or you can do that, which is, it's pretty cool that they put it in RFS. But there's just other stuff I wish they could have put as well. I guess that's gonna be one of the other videos I still have to make, a wish list. And I guess use Tekken Move Extractor to demonstrate my points on how it would look. But I'll need help on that. I'll just call up the guy who helped me make the, what do you call that? The Master Hwoarang mod. Alright. 3 seconds to a minute, 2 seconds to a minute, 1 second to... Okay, it's been a minute. Lesson time. Okay. In 3, 2. Oh wait, preface. For anyone who has not been here before, again, every time I do the lesson, I just talk to myself. So if you put anything in chat, I'll just get back to you after I'm done talking to myself. All right, cool. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. We're not done talking about this character, even if I've talked about this character way too much. You can tell by like the 2 playlists I have here, Open Hwoarang Lessons and Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. Feel free to check out those resources while they're still relevant, because Tekken 8 is gonna be here soon. We're gonna talk about this move, the jab strings in RFF, and my goodness, are there a lot of jab strings in RFF? Let's get to it. First one that we have to cover is obviously RFF2, because this is where all the jab strings stem from. So RFF2 or RFS2, they're more or less the same move, is, well, with slight caveats, of course, because RFS2 comes out at I13 and RFF2 comes out at 10 frames. And that's the first major difference. This move comes out at 10 frames, is +8 on hit, and is, compared to other jabs, +2. You heard that right. This move is +2 on block compared to your regular jab, which is only +1 on block. And the only other jab I can think of off the top of my head that is as plus is Ganryu's jab, which is like +3. But that's a given since he doesn't have a regular 10-frame move. His 10 frames F1 +2. Hwoarang has regular 10-frame moves. So it's cool to have it at +2. And on counter hit, well, you don't get really that much of a difference. It's still, what do you call this? 10 frames. Just slightly higher damage. If you saw that on the left side of the screen, that went from 6 damage to 7 damage. Yay. So, that is RFF2. Pretty much a superior jab. Just imagine if this was Hwoarang's original jab in LFF, but, can't have that. So, RFF2 can move to a ton of things, and one of them is RFF21. RFF21, this move jails. So if I try to switch this to crouch guard, and I go from standing guard, if I press RFF21, Hwoarang's not ducking the second hit of RFF21. That's an important note, and we're gonna keep doing that over and over again for strings, or jab strings that involve 2 or 3 hits for Hwoarang in the RFF series. RFF2 series. So it also, again, since it does come off the RFF2, it instantly is 10 frames. And it's +6 on hit. And what's interesting about this one is that it's 0 on block. So you're not at +2 frame advantage, but you can still do something with it. I mean, same thing when you're at +2. You can still do a DF1 check. You can do another jab check. You can sidestep. You can backdash. Basically all the Tekken universal stuff that you've always been doing. And there's nothing on counter hit. If you get the 2-1, you just +6 and you move from a whopping, how much? 16 damage to, again, 17 damage. That +1. Juicy. And of course, this full string ends at RFF 211. And yes, that is a natural combo. And you 3 hits, 28 damage, and when that connects, you're +3. And on block, you're -8, and that sets up the punch parry setup into 4-3 or 4F4 or DF1-3. Just take your pick, either one. Links in the description for everything about Beck's punch parry that Hwoarang has inherited. Now, at +3, you're more or less, it's like 1-2-3 or 1-2-4 on block. So you can DF1, DF1 +2, backdash sides. Again, all the Tekken universal stuff. There's not really a lot of stuff that will be getting backdashed. So if we go to backdash here, we're gonna do RFF 211, DF1 +2. Forget what I said, that nothing's really getting backdashed. Yeah, forget what I said, that nothing's really getting backdashed. So it is like the 1-2-3, 1-2-4 situation on block. Just a little harder to use. because you can do that, which will, again, that's 16 frames. So that turns from 16 to 13. Not bad if your opponent chooses to backdash. And if they sidestep, you should be covered for a certain side. That catches sidestep left. Does it catch sidestep right? No. So it only covers for the left side. So it's like, okay, what else do I do here? I guess you do highs. And down back 4. Hooray. The Hwoarang life. Nothing's really changed here. You can do also F1 plus 2. However, again, you're only plus 3. So F1 plus 2 again, 15 frames. So again, you do the math, 15 minus 3, you're going to end up at 12. But is it backdashable? Yes. So it's only there if the opponent is stepping. So if they step towards the right, which forward 2 can't cover, you do that. And you can also throw this out. Homing move. Because again, it's going to be a 13 frame homing move. So, not a lot of options, but there are options to use. You just can't use your standard DF1 and DF1 plus 2 at all. Yeah. For the other ones, the RFF2 one, that's plus 6 on hit. That does not need, like, even if I put that in backdash, it should not lose. There, see? Again, one of them's gonna win. One of them's gonna win. So that's on the RFF2 one. If you do the RFF2, yeah, there you go, see? So in descending order, RFF2 gets both RFF21, DF1 plus 2, and then RFF211, or even just 1-1, nothing. And speaking of RFF11, this is literally the last 2 hits of RFF211. And you're gonna end up with the same story. Yeah, DF1 and DF1 plus 2 are both gonna miss. Its frame data is more or less the same. Again, it's also I10 1-1. So that's plus 3 on hit, which is the same as RFF211. That's plus 3 on hit. And it's also gonna be -8 on block. Again, there's nothing on counter hit for this aside from more damage. Now, you heard that right. Yes, the 1-1 is 10 hit, I10. So that means also RFF1 by itself is I10. And that's plus 6 on hit. And interestingly, 0 on block. But you can see what's also interesting about this move is that the spacing on it, on hit. You see how sometimes the second hit whiffs there and sometimes it blocks? So that means it creates a lot of distance on hit from time to time. I don't know if like that's super consistent or not, but it can happen. So that's like something you have to watch out for. So if you wanted to follow up against an opponent, you do RFF1 and then you do another RFF1, you might just whiff. So you could like safeguard that by just doing an RFF1 after an RFF1 if you wanted to just do that. But the safer bet is to do an RFF1 and then an RFF2. There. So it also may lose. So instead of that, you just do an RFF4. Or a down back 4. Or a down 3-4. Or an RFF DF4. Take your pick. So that's the jabs. The RFF2, RFF21, RFF11. That covers all the jabs. Let's cover the other strings. Like RFF24. This is plus 3 on hit. Which means, yes, you get you get exactly the same situation as 1-1 or RFF211. Wow, yeah. That is what it is. Same options apply. And this move is -8 on block. And it jails. This move jails. Just like, what do you call this? RFF21. This move jails. However, if you press the full string, 2-4-4, that still jails. But if you delay it, because that option is available, that doesn't jail. So that's the whole mind game around that. And we'll get back to RFF24 in just a bit. But yes, this string does jail. And that will move us on closer to this one. The one that you'll see a lot in Tekken 8. RFF24 forward. This move is plus 17 on hit. Plus 16 if you move forward. Or it says plus 18 there. So roughly your range is 16 to 18 on hit. And then on block, you're plus 6 to plus 7. Sometimes plus 8 on block. And its options on, of course, versus the backdash are as follows. So if you do an RFF 2-4, right? That will always get backdashed. So you always have to do it with an RFS 1 or an RFS forward 3 to stay safe. If you wanted to use a mid. And of course, the Hell Sweep also gets backdash, and that's just an average backdash. So using it, you can just really just loop it, and the second hit will catch. But if they're not backdashing, oh, you have a... You're just gonna bully them. That's what's gonna happen. On the steps, there's really not a lot they can step because, you know, RFS F4, pretty self-explanatory. And the RFS 1 is gonna do its job. And you have, again, plus 8, plus 6, 7, 8 frames to work with. And on counter hit, this move is, you know, interesting frame data for it on counter hit. If you get RFF 2-4, it doesn't counter hit. Right. But if you get the second hit of RFF 2-4 to counter hit, that goes in. So, counter hit frames I8 plus 8 on counter hit, it's actually plus 14 because you're allowed to get an RFS 4. So if they get hit by the second hit, even if it's up close and you're at the wall, use RFS 4, you get the wall splat, and that's going to be a, you know, juicy damage. But you cannot get bigger stuff. Like in the frame data, it says 18, if you caught that earlier. It's plus 18G, but 14 frames of it are guaranteed. Only if, again, the second hit of RFF 2-4 hits. Now, technically, again, this is also like RFS 2-4, but then that'll be the 13 frame variant. Just to know, for like all the RFF jab stuff I'm mentioning, you can do it all in RFS, but just add the startup frames to 13 instead of 10, because right now all of this is 10 frames. Now, of course, if we go to move to 2-4-4, again, the whole string jails, except the last part showed you that earlier. And if it does hit, right, if 2-4-4 hits, so I just need to get the last hit to hit here, it will knock down. Or rather, this is in Tekken 8, so it doesn't knock down. It launches if the last hit hits, naturally. Now, on counter hit, it's not the first hit. Again, just like RFF 2-4 forward, it has to be the second hit. So essentially, RFF 4-4, this move, is the one where it starts counter hitting, because RFF 4-4, that's when the counter hit, it launches on counter hit. So it's the same thing applies here for RFF 2-4-4. And on block, this move is -5. Again, same as RFF 4-4. It's essentially RFF 4-4 slapped onto RFF 2-4-4. But it does help because now you can do it off the jab and you can create space off the jab, which is fantastic. Aside from like, just what do you call that, holding it in and be like, hey, am I gonna enter Flamingo? Am I gonna enter Flamingo? So that's part of it. Do I enter Flamingo? No. Did I enter Flamingo? Yes. Did I not enter Flamingo and create space? Maybe, perhaps, you know, it's the mind games on top of like doing RFF 2-4. So you get why now you understand why. Now you understand why your opponent kind of holds it when they see the RFF 2-4, because they're like, is it the 4? Am I gonna get counter hit? Do I have to be afraid of getting counter hit? Are they entering Flamingo? Or are they just doing the 4 by itself? Or are they doing the third one, which is essentially RFF 4-3, 2-4-3. Now on hit, this move, yes, knocks down, you get the RFF forward 3 follow-up. And then on block, you kind of just die, it's -15, because unlike RFF 4-3, you can't space this out to like make it safer. Just to show you again, RFF 4-3, see that? -12. Again, another video on screen, links in the description to like how it works, why it gets safer. But for 2-4-3, you kind of can do that, like whiff over here. So it's another thing, like if you're spacing out here and you throw that out, your opponent's like, do I just approach him Because if they approach, RFS F4 could hit them. RFS back 4 could hit them. If they press a high, Snake Edge will hit them. And then the 4 will launch them. And this, the third hit, will hit them. And wow, that just catches crazy. Its range is really, really far. And then if you just do 4-2-4, so it's like kind of like just a really good move to just throw out if you want to like be safe and like kind of really test the waters on your opponent's reactions. So 2-4-3 again, knockdown on hit, -15 on block, and just like RFF 2-4-4 and RFF 2-4 forward, if the second hit hits, it is more or less it is a natural combo on counter hit, if only from the second hit. And that's you're gonna rack up damage from that. So you can surprise them instead of like doing it from 4-3, you can do it from 2-4-3. The next jab string I need to talk about is one more popular one, 2-3. Now, I thought this move did not jail. It does, apparently. It does jail. Bring in, put it to crouching guard, 2-3, jails. It jails. So you can kind of just throw it out. Let's say you have a sequence like, I don't know, down 3-4, RFS 2-3. Okay, maybe not that situation. Obviously, when down 3-4 hits, alright, you can duck after that. Oh, not that sequence. RFF2, something like that. Okay, not that sequence. Obviously, any sequence I'm about to cook up on block or even on hit, that's when the opponent can duck that other option. But if you just want to throw it out, you can. And if that's the first thing they're gonna block, it will jail. Obviously, if it is a follow-up, just like with all moves that jail, you can duck the option. So if they have space, like again, like after down 3-4, they can punish it. And if they saw you do a 2 and then they duck, they can potentially catch you. But if they don't catch you, well, on counter hit, you don't necessarily get the launch. You get the full string with extra damage. So that's again 26 damage, 27 damage. And on hit, that's +2 on hit. It's lesser frame data to work with. And of course, if we check the backdash situation, yeah. But DF1 +2. DF1 +2. So there's that. And of course, at -7, there does create some pushback. It's kind of like back 4 on block. And RFF, what do you call that? Back 3 on block. There is some pushback on it. Just like RFF1, but that's even farther compared to what do you call that? Back 4 or RFF back 4. So the 2-3 does create some space. You can do that. But 2-4-4 would create more space if you were looking for space. So on counter hit, again, right, it's only 27 damage. But if they do miss the first one, you'll get the properties of RFF back 3. Because that one, if I show you RFF back 3, that does counter hit. So if you get just the 2 that, you can surprise them. So one of my favorite ways of surprising an opponent, usually when they're trying to step, so let's say you get the RFF DF4, and they try to step that situation on block, you show them the 2-3. And they're gonna get, they're gonna get hit. You can do that with other stuff. Let's say 1-2-4, RFS4, RFS4, RFS-F4, then 2-3. If they're trying to step in between, down 3-4, 2-3. Like if you're not gonna protect yourself with RFS F4-4, you do RFS 1-2, RFS 2-3. You protect yourself, and then they get launched as they attempt to punish it. Not all the time. Again, it's a slower one. That's why it's the second or third best option you can use to protect yourself in that kind of situation. But you can do that for a lot, like 2-3, like that. It's nice. And it's the same thing with like 2 back 4. The next jab string that I want to talk about. Again, 10 frames as well, and 13 frames if it comes from RFS. This one is +13 on hit. -9 on block with some pushback. And of course, on counter hit, you get extra damage. So again, that's 34 damage on counter hit. And 33 damage. Again, +1 damage. And if the first hit whiffs, you get all the properties of, what do you call that? Counter hit RFF back 4, which will launch it. And that's great because you get all the damage in the world. Now, this move does not jail compared to RFF 2-4, RFF 2-3, and RFF 2-4-4 if you don't delay the last hit. this does not jail. So there is room for your opponent to punish you if you just press it. But also there is room for your opponent to mess up if they get late with the punish. And they'll just woo, you know, insta tailspin into a free 75 damage for you or for Hwoarang. So using these strings, I kind of mentioned it as we were like describing the moves and how it's done, even with like the backdash and some sidestep scenarios. But for the most part, it is a very valuable jab. Like the moment you're in RFF, like you can just stutter here, throw out a jab, do a 2-1, do a 2-4. Like the only con that I can really think of this jab string is that there's no high mid. This is high jail, high jail, high jail into Flamingo for extra plus frames into a mix-up. You have high into a surprise counter hit launch, high mid. And that's kind of like the only mid from the RFF series. So I just wanted to let you know about these jab strings. And yeah, that's the lesson for today. I've been Frontier, and I'll see you in the next advanced Hwoarang lesson. Alright, cool. I got that out of the way because I saw a cockroach and I'm gonna have to deal with it. I don't think there's anyone here. Or if there is, cool. But I need to deal with a cockroach right now. I saw the guy. He was up. Like he was actually in front of my face when I was like talking about the jab strings. Where'd he go? The problem is I don't want to hit the curtain. He might fly. If he's there. Is that him? Is the light like legitimately blinding my eyes? I'll turn off this light for a second so I can properly see. He's not there. Okay, all I'm certain is that there is a cockroach that is in front of my face, climbing the curtains. So he's either behind the table or somewhere near. Either way, he's nearby, so I'm just gonna preemptively spray already. So I went spraying, bang bang. It's like the jab strings. I kind of just started pressing it and see where it went. Okay, I sprayed. Now I can smell the whole... obviously. The insecticide. Oh, that's strong. Well, I'll just wait for him to appear again. For the most part. But since I'm done with that, I'm done with the lesson. Let's go straight into... damn insecticide. Demonstration. Hopefully I can get an opponent really fast, play 1 first to 5, and then get it over with. Because I need to find this cockroach.
Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Cockroach, he a menace.
Hwoarang.
He a menace that needs to be dealt with. Kind of like just preemptively spraying in certain areas where he may potentially be, because that just makes sense too. And the next thing you know, when I move certain things around, I find his dead body there, and it's just like, okay. That's Wi-Fi. I could have accepted it actually. Where is he? Where'd he go? Oh! Ooh, was that him? Was that him? No idea. I just felt something on my leg. Damn. That's scary. Literally holding the bygone. while waiting for a match. Okay, it definitely wasn't him on my leg. Because he should have been around. Which means it was my wire. The headphones wire that touched me. And I misinterpreted it for the roach. I'm just like staying away. Because I think he's still roughly in front of like the computer setup. I just can't see him anymore. I know my eyes they weren't lying to me. It was legit. It was a big one. It was like, I think it was like this big or something like that. Something around that size. And was there only one person in queue, really? Only one person? Just the Wi-Fi player? There you go. I almost thought the wire was a cockroach again. It's really just you. Okay. Let's play. I hope they're down to like play a 1st to 5.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. Let's play then. Where do I put the insecticide? My left side or my right side? I'll play on my left side for now. I have no idea where that cockroach is. He's definitely around. I don't know if he's alive or dead because I preemptively sprayed in certain areas. Turn on the light again. I just know I saw him. I saw his brown ass on top. It was actually above my ring light and he was like on the curtains. Leroy Smith. Well, Leroy, you're about to learn something called the jab strings. Do it. Do the full thing. I dare you. Woo! That could have been a counter hit. That's fine. Yay. Ooh, that's a launch. And well, it doesn't launch in, what do you call that? Tekken 8, yeah. Do it. You know you want to. 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 Parry? Okay, I didn't buy it. I'm focusing on the jab strings. That's why I'm pressing that kind of stuff. But it is, something you can throw out. Not the best thing to throw out, but you can throw it out. Whoa! Is that the Wi-Fi? Was it the Wi-Fi? Ah, yeah, but not same player, right? Definitely not the same player. Yeah, because we played in Howard Estate, Mishima Dojo, and G-Corp Helipad. Nice. Oh, so you were here for the Cockroach Saga? Did you hear all that, Ryle? Or did you just drop by now? It's like, no, I heard all that. Oh! Anything that just randomly touches my leg. I'm like, is that the cockroach? No idea. Trying to demonstrate the lesson while there's a cockroach around. A level 99 threat, if you ask me. Uh-huh. 1, 2. You just dropped by? Okay, so you didn't... you didn't get to see the whole cockroach saga then. Are you always just gonna do it up to that point? Oh, you finally did it. I don't think the RFF2 is like punishable by the parry. Yay, that's what I was talking about. Getting hit by the last hit. Just because I was like random, because you randomly throw it out. But hopefully this a player plays for like the whole 1st to 5. No, again, that's only bat for, what do you call that, Manila Madness. I'm only a bat member for Manila Madness. Because they're sponsoring me for Manila Madness. I'm not joining the bat team. I'm sponsored by the team for Manila Madness. There's no confusions. Oh. So I can't put that beside my name. Oopsie. 4-3. Okay. Full rage drive. Then jab. You saw that? Okay.
Final round.
Final round.
Fight.
Ooh. Wall bounce. How about this? Alright, cool. F1 plus 2. I'm gonna do it again. So why not? Okay, never mind. Yo! I didn't know a Persona character played Tekken. I didn't know that. Chie plays some Tekken. Would make sense. Why do I keep dropping that? Parry this. 0. Did you press a button? You did. Yeah. Just to clear it up.
You win.
Okay, go figure. I was kind of hoping they rematch. Because the match quality wasn't as bad. Because usually if players get blown up, that's when they leave. And it seemed like the player skill level is pretty high enough.
New challenger.
Well, it is what it is. How about you? Are you down for a first to 5 4-bar opponent? So I can demonstrate more of the lesson. Because I can use this at like any skill level. The RFF2 series, you can use it at any skill level. That's how useful it is. It's not as situational as, wow, it's fake Eru. Long time no see. Are you down for a first to 5? And then I'm gonna do the RFF2 series, and then what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna get copied. Happens every time I play in a Hwoarang mirror. Keep it in the Tekken 8 mirrors. Every time I did a thing, they're like, oh yeah, that thing's cool. I'm gonna copy it. It just means I have the good stuff, right? I'll take it as flattery. That they imitate it immediately after a round or two of me doing it. Wait, 4 bars? We're 4 bars? Weren't we like 3 bars without like the Radmin? Wasn't our connection ass?
Round
Our
1.
connection is not ass. Okay, cool. Okay. That's fine with me. You didn't bite. How about this one? You bite? No. 1, 2. Bite? No, okay, sayang. I thought you would. Yay. 1, 2, 3. 4, 3 forward. Does push through the wall? It does. Fantastic. 2, 1, 1. Sorry, I'm gonna be pressing a lot of highs, so I'm kind of expecting a back 1 or a punch parry. Yeah, there you go. There's the punch parry already, and there's the back 1. That's a lot of down jabs, man. Running 3? That was not running 3. But I'll take that though. 1, 2, 3. I did not check if that worked in Tekken 8. Well, just create a checklist of what works and what doesn't.
Fight.
Okay, 1, 2. Ah, oh, okay. You didn't jab. You didn't set up. I can't set up the punch parry there. 1, 2. Surprise? Okay, never mind. Surprise? Never mind. Surprise? All right, there you go. I was waiting for that. Woo! Down back 4. That's 1. Now I'm hearing like some rustles. There's this plastic that's there. So I'm like, is that the cockroach? Whether it's dead or alive because I preemptively sprayed already. Because the next thing for me to do is say, okay. Okay, I found him.
Round 1. Fight.
Found him. He's on top of the person. He's on top of the person. He's moving! He got hit! Hey! He's still alive! Did I not spray him enough? Whoa! He's moving! He's moving like crazy!
KO.
He need to get hit!
Round
Bruh.
2. Fight.
You're wondering where I am, I'm like right beside the computer. Really looking at where the cockroaches go. Whoa, okay, he's got wings too. He's not using them yet though. He clearly got hit. That's for sure.
I'm just ready to arm myself again with what do you call that? The bygone. I'm ready to do it again.
KO. Round 3.
Am I still doing the jazz thing? I feel like I am. I need to leave. I need fake arrow is first to now. Not first to 5. Cockroach bound. I have not. He's not dead yet. He's still alive. I'm messing up. I'm good though. Ah no, I'm just one.
KO.
I can't see from this angle, man.
Round 4.
Here, take the top one. Yeah, it's technically as simple as that. But I am afraid. That's why I can't play a horror game. I think this is horror. But it's one of the horrors, I suppose. Alright, that's not too bad. I need to. Wow, you survived on that? Oh, you're gonna open one. Alright. Where did my man go to? We're gonna low parry a snake.
KO.
Unoptimal.
Final round.
I get low parrying the Hell's Keep, but I don't get low parrying the Tekken. 1-1. Okay, he's old. Right. I thought I saw the corner of my eye, the cockroach. I feel like it definitely did the area in front of the computer. Press. Okay, you know what? I'll take that one. No! Series. Alright. GG's. I kinda like it too.
You win.
Find the cockroach.
Okay, so he definitely went from in front of this area. He was behind the curtain. He got hit by my initial preemptive spray. Then he showed himself up on top of the curtain, so like the railing. Then I just sprayed the whole railing. And then he moved up all the way down. The last time I saw him, he was on the right side of the area. I can technically take care of this and then maybe attempt to do the lesson or like demonstrate it again. Or I could just end the stream now and just deal with him. I'll look. Wait, I need another light. No, I can't tell. I legit can't tell. I can't tell where the cockroach is anymore. I just know he went all the way down, so he could be at the floor behind the table of the PC. But I shined the light at like the spacing behind it, it didn't show. They could probably be further in, but all I know is that he did definitely get hit by the insecticide. Hello. I don't use keyboard. Again, the keyboard, D-pad, and arcade stick, hitbox, mixbox. The controller is all preference. Your peripheral is all preference. So if you get good on a hitbox, you get good on a keyboard, you get good on a pad, an arcade stick, or whatever, good for you. Like, use the peripheral that works best for you. So if you have friends that have those items or controllers, borrow it for like a session or two. Hell, if they even let you borrow it for a week and you can take it home, practice on that. Like, I play on an arcade stick. I've been playing on an arcade stick for like, God, 7 years, 6 or 7 years, something like that. So I kind of been like, I've maintained a TGP rank for quite a long time on an arcade stick, if that matters. If maintaining an online rank matters. Because as soon as I get the Omega, I'm done with rank, man. I've got like 4 months, 5 months to left to get like TGP. Where's the cockroach? Where is he? Where's he at? I have a score to settle. He interrupted my demonstration. That's why I have a score to settle. I got beef with this guy. You have beef with a bug. Yeah, I do. Can't find him. He's definitely not outside of the area he originally went. So I just have to keep my eyes peeled out for that. If the insecticide doesn't work, we can always roll a piece of paper and wah-wah. Or I guess use the slippers. Wah-wah. Yeah, I guess I'll have to end it here. Courtesy of the cockroach. So what? That's 3 games I had? 3 games I had to demonstrate the lesson. But, you know, there were, again, you can just use the jab strings like that. I wish I had more games to show it, but it's something I usually do on the daily, so you can just check any of my match VODs on the second YouTube channel. The Frontier VODs, which is linked on this channel as well, and in the description of this stream. Yeah. So I'll be streaming on YouTube again on Tuesday, my time, Philippine time. Around 8:30 to like maybe 1 a.m. So 8:30 in the evening to like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, depending on like the death matches I get. And I guess how I'm feeling. Because my Hwoarang's currently a Tekken god. Because he demoted from TGP all the way to Tekken God. I went down from TGP, promoted back to True Tekken God, and then demoted back to Tekken God. So it's one hell of a roller coaster. But yeah, the next stream will be on YouTube, so I'll see you there if you're gonna be there. Although I will be playing seriously there, but you can still drop your questions there. I'll just get back to you. It'll just take me longer to get back to you compared to this stream, Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. Okay. Alright, that's been Cheese for today. Much thanks for all those who dropped by and or stayed the whole way. I've been Frontier. And that has been Cheese for today. Again, as always, thank you for watching.
Oh! That was great. Can we clip that?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. How may I say? It's the definition. He wrote the story of Tekken. So maybe he's going for something like Jin. The Anna sweep.
Anna sweep.
Yes.
Oh, the back three! Let's go!
three.
And Pyko getting in the clutch. And the hit confirmed from DF3-1 to Kotor.
Oh, my
and key charge
Drop out
to say the least.